Where shadows collide, a podcast of chaos, where truths are denied. Let's run Debunk show, unraveling lies. Mike and his guests, unveiling disguise. Conspiracies tremble as we break through the haze, unmasking illusions with a thunderous blaze. Electronic beats intertwined with steel, unleashing the truth with an unstoppable zeal. Welcome to the Drunk Debunk Show, where we expose the secrets that they don't want you to know. EM meets metal, an explosive blend, unexplosive blend, unraveling conspiracies until the very end.
Hello and welcome back to the Drunk Debunk Show. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. I had a great weekend, actually. I went to go see my mom. I made some lasagna. We ate lots of food. Gracie got some new toys. The girls got some cool stuff. We finally had our Christmas. So really quick, I'm actually I'm kind of nothing's working. I'm a half hour early, and I should have tested everything. I don't know why. Like, the one time I don't test everything is the time that nothing works. Riddle me that. My camera wasn't even plugged in. Okay, there we go. And okay, now it's there we go. And another issue is I only have one working light. I don't know why. Like, what is my life? Oh, now the camera turned off. What is happening? I don't understand what's happening. Yeah, let's go over here. Let's see. Nope, I'm not there. Where'd I go? where did I go? All right, let's fix that. Boom. Love that thumbnail, by the way. Okay, let's figure out what the frick is going on. All right. Hello everybody. Wow, this is starting out great, isn't it? Okay, let's see if this is going to be enough light. Let me just pump this up really high. Okay, deactivate, activate. Why? What is? Oh, am I there? Oh, here I am. Okay. But now there's like, I'm going for that mood lighting tonight, guys. I guess this is what it's gonna be. This sucks. Anywho, hello everybody, welcome in. You're supposed to wash the camera and lights at the laundromat. Why is it coming out as green on my reflection? Like, I'm supposed to fake stream. Oh no. I see the green screen. Oh! Holy shit. Let's... Alright. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. It is the sun. Hello. Um, can we like fix this? I don't think we can. All right, this is gonna have to do. It's gonna be bright as hell in my face, but it is what it is. All right. Good day, legend, for $2 Australian. Thank you so much, Coxy Normasts. My daughter just walked in. All right. You can't get this shit together. Unsubscribe. Monkey Cat Papad. Please don't. I need all the subscribers I can get. Okay, now that we got all that figured out. We got really quick over on the Twitchies. We got Cuppy Cake, Chaz Anton, first time chat, Parker in the Sky, hello, Nexaroth and Cuppy, hello everybody. Then we have all right, I have Nugs Automation, hello, Silent Dave, Keystone Eon, it's a Rubik's, Brenda, Baba Ali, Joe Whip, Monkey Cat Pat Calder, Volsad, DC, what's going on? Russell Flag. All right, you guys are all here for a good time. Let me show you a good time. Uncle Charlie, I see you too. Mike has been raptured. I hope not. Yeah, it's a green. Yeah, this whole thing is fake. This isn't even a real brick wall. Not even a real brick wall. What's up, Tay? Leo the Alchemist, how are you? Did something happen to Mickey? Oh, no, nothing happened to Mickey. I just, you know what? I was just listening to his most recent stream. And I took some notes as to, here, I also have some notes as to what I'm, there's one thing in specific that I'm taking to New Jersey that I'm giving to everybody there, right? To as many people as will take it, which is red bracelets. I want to get a whole bunch of red bracelets and and give them out to people so that all the group pictures, all the pictures and stuff, everyone will be wearing a red bracelet. So then Nico could be like, look, they're all wearing red bracelets. See, they're all the devil. Isn't that awesome? Volsal, did I say Volsad or Vassold? My bad. Oh, yo, what's up, Max? How you doing? Oh, okay. It's a Rubik's FYM. His birthday is in a few days after Debunk. I saw that message come in on my Discord. He did mention that to me. All right, so after I go over this list of stuff that Mikey is very interested in, we're gonna take the shot, and then we're gonna go over Steve's stuff. Okay, type 1 in chat if you have watched Steve's entire video. I don't want partial. I want people who actually did the work. Because let me tell you, it was work. I felt, oh, you'll see. Evil Producer 01 for $4.99. Thank you so much. I just got my Insta360 X4 camera today. Still waiting for my volume studio. Nice. Yeah, that's actually back ordered because of all the fakery that's being planned to fake the 24-hour sun that continues to happen down in Antarctica. Monkey Cat Papa says, are we doing Ghost on Friday? I need to plan my beer budget for the week. Yes, we are doing ghost stuff on Friday. We absolutely are. So that'll be a lot of fun. Mike met Jeff Foxworthy. Oh, God. What? Can I do this? Paste? No. Copy. Can I do? I can't do that either. Can I do this? Oh, there we go. You guys see that? It's Mikey Smith. This is Mikey Smith. Can we zoom in? There.
Hello there.
This is Mikey Smith on Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Oh, he's not. He's not. Okay. Oh, shoot. All right. That's good. Okay. And half the audio missing? Wait, my audio is missing? What do you mean half my audio is missing? You mean I should play music in the background? Is that what you're saying? because I'm not playing music in the background. You're just listening to me fucking chatting away. Okay, so Mikey is going to Las Vegas. So anybody who knows who Mikey Smith is, he's a flat earther. He is dedicated. He is the one who has the binoculars and takes the binoculars and put his camera, his phone camera, up to one of the lenses. And then he uses the other lens as a viewfinder. So whatever he's looking at through one viewfinder, he assumes is being looked at through the camera as well. So that's who he is, right? And he's the one who I have the shirt of him that's it's serious and it's actually like just chromatic aberration of the star Sirius. So it looks all like spread, like the colors are all separated and whatnot, which you would expect, right? So what he's doing is he's driving down to Las Vegas. Yo, Chaz Anton subbed over on Twitch. Thank you so much. With Prime. You know what, Chaz? Let me tell you something. You only get one Prime sub, and you use that on me. Thank you. I appreciate that. You should come up with a special hand sign to identify each other as satanic Masonic NASA shills. I agree. What's the over-under? Dude, I honestly think it's actually going to happen. So what he was doing today was his stream today was him begging for money. That's what it was. He was begging for money. He was like, if 20 of you, there was only like 3 people watching his stream. So, so it was like, if 20 of you donate $20, then I'll be fine. And I was like, dude, I ain't giving you a fucking penny, my guy. Like, and he's like, I'm out here doing the work, you know, I'm driving down to Las Vegas. It's going to be a 21-hour drive down to Las Vegas. And then he's hoping that the humidity level is going to be really low. So he'll get some kind of an accurate photo of a star or something. I don't know. So he was concerned about his gas. He's very concerned. And what he's going to do, he's gonna try and take pictures of Polaris. Okay. Now, if you take pictures of Polaris, it doesn't matter it doesn't really matter the humidity, because you're looking through so much of the atmosphere anyway. Is all going to be skewed. Like, why wouldn't he just take pictures of stars in his zenith, right? Like, just straight up above him. Like, if he wants to get a picture of a star, go straight up. That'll be the least amount of atmosphere you'll get. So like, if that's actually an issue, that's what he should do, right? And then he was also talking about how he's going to enter into the Guinness Book of World Records for being the only person ever to capture a real photo of a star. Yep, he's going to contact the Guinness Book of World Records. Now, this is also after he's already gone to a lawyer's office where they walked him through filing a lawsuit against the Canadian Space Agency because they're all liars. So, that is a journey that I want to follow because I feel like it's gonna be hilarious. All right, that's a little update on Mikey Smith. I didn't get to watch the whole stream, but it was interesting nonetheless. We got Evil Producer 01 for another $4.99. Thank you. Mikey Smith is the model for the Canadian Mr. Potato Head, and Dearth is the American Mr. Potato Head. I get it. And Steve can be the British Mr. Potato Head. Evening all, what's Muppet Smith been up to now? He's planning on going to Las Vegas. He's going to be driving down. He's going to be taking his flat earth mobile. I forget what he calls it, but he definitely calls it a mobile. with all of his signs on it, saying that the earth is flat and with Bible verses all over it and stuff. It's great. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Just search for Mikey Smith car. I'm sure you'll be able to find it. Oh, I hope the lawsuit goes through. That would just be hilarious. It's not going to go anywhere, but I do wish it would go through. But it's just not going to go anywhere. So Sir Little Wolf, hello. Mikey comes with a removable toe. All right, so that's updating you guys on Mikey Smith. That's a journey I'm going to be watching very closely, like I already said. So right now, what we're gonna do is we are going to raise your glasses because it is time to start the debunking. To watch Steve's video, 2 hours long, and comment on it, and maybe laugh at it because it's just that bad. We shall see. Together, cheers to the Drunk Debunk Show.
Oh, we'll drink and debunk till the early morn. Raise a glass. Let the truth be known. With whiskey and wisdom we'll carry on at the Drunk Debunk Show, a place to call home.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, cheers, cheers. All right. We shall put that over there. Let's put this over here. Oh, also YouTube is money hungry. Is that oh God. Sorry, I got an aftershock from that fucking. Here, why do I have this open? I don't need this open. All right, your channel. Then we're gonna go to, actually, you know what? We're gonna go right from my email. Guys, I actually had time to answer my emails yet last night because I was sitting in the parking lot at the laundromat. Okay, so I'm gonna share this with everybody. It's gonna be really small. Deal with it. So, hey, exclamation point, dude, exclamation point. This is Steve. Okay, so we've had quite the conversation. Okay, so let's go back to January 14th was the last that I heard from him. So he says, "Hi Mike, I need some time to recover from last night, which was vicious to say the least. Can we cancel Thursday and look to maybe the same time next week?" And then I said, "Hey, sorry, I never responded. Let's do," and then like 6 days later, I said, "Let's do Thursday at 6. Is that still doable?" And then he says, "I'm away now, Mike. I'm posting a video this week so we can hook up in a bit." That was January 14th. February 3rd, he sends me a link. Okay, he says, "Enjoy. I saw you on Childish Craig's show. If I'm going to receive more of the same from you, Mike, I'm not interested. I'll sit down with that clown only in a neutral setting. My video is his payback. You can watch my video, and afterwards, if you want me on, just arrange it with me." Of course I wanted him on. So I watched the whole freaking video. I had it playing in the background at work, and I had to finish it on my way home from work. So, so when I was about a third of the way through, I said, "I'm very engaged with this video. I'm about a third of the way through it. What I would like to do is have you on the show so I can ask you questions live as I play the video." Because at this point I was like, I don't want to watch any more of this. I want to go over it live with him, right? I want to be surprised. I said I'd also like to have a Q&A with the audience at the end. He says, "Watch it all, then we can have an email chat." Okay. And then I said, "Okay, done." I finished it. This was at 5:30 p.m. I was a third of the way through at 3 o'clock. So I said, "Okay, done. We have a lot to talk about. I must say you have a knack for making videos. I was wondering where you went off for so long. I only talked trash because I thought you had run away. But just know that if you decide to be on the show, I will be pressing on the statements made." And then he says, "Haha, I know exactly what his name is." Okay. Because he mentions a couple times but he doesn't know what MC Toon's name is. He's like, I know exactly what his name is. Like as we say in the UK, it's just banter. And he says, and you can press me, Mike, but if it turns into the childish idiocy of Craig FTFE, I'm out of here. He's ruining his stupidity for sure now that has been immortalized, and Jaren's setting sun is going everywhere. Since what a load of shite. So you'll see about the set since word. Tell me some suitable times. So I give him some suitable times. I was hoping for this week. And then he says, I'm doing a 5-minute video first, hopefully up by the weekend, and we can refer to that when I'm on, probably next weekend. So I was like, so you want to wait to put out another video, and then be on the next weekend? So I was like, I was hoping to go over your video way sooner than that. I'll be in New Jersey for DebateCon next weekend, next weekend. With that being said, I'll be going over your video on tonight's show. Then when you're on, we can go over my comments on it. I said it's really important that I get your side of things, but with the current scheduling, that's proving to be a bit difficult and to get it in real time. Let's work with what we've got and go with the flow. He says, no problem. Oh, and then he says, please put the original link to my video up on my live. And I said, sure thing. So let's get that link up. All right, we're gonna go ahead and post it in chat. In the chat. Penguin J for $5. What's up? Says, well, we tell Mikey that he can't take his pictures out of the US because what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. That's great. That's good. I like that. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pin
now, Steve.
All right, no spoilers. So this video is 2 hours and 11 minutes. Strap in. And I know, I am very well aware that MC Toon goes live in just over a half hour. That is, I will not and do not have other creators decide my schedule for me. So if you guys want to hop over to his chat at 9 o'clock, that's fine. And then come back and watch the VOD. I don't care. I'm doing the content because this is the time I have to do it. What have I missed? Mikey lost the toe. He didn't mention anything about his toe. You guys brought up his toe. I have no idea what you're talking about. Yo, what's up, Sheppy? How you doing? And Karen, oh my god, Karen snuck in there forever ago. All right. Okay, cool. You guys ready? You guys have your popcorn? What's happening?
Hi.
What are you doing? Like, you're making enough noise over there. I'm just kidding. Thank you for hopping on. I appreciate you. You know what my wife got me too? She got me these Crest whitening strips with the UV light, so I can be in as much pain as she was in when she got it done. I'm very excited. Okay, strap on or strap on? Yes. Why'd you remove them? Why'd you remove that? That was hilarious. Okay, here we go.
Now, Steve from England is doing something that
Wait, TDDS versus Toon Stream Battle Royale for the live stream champion of the world. Tim Under has alcohol. What is happening at 9 p.m.? Toon's going live at 9 p.m. Oh, strap in or strap on. Yes, Calder.
super important to me. I know people who have been following this closely have heard me say this. He not only presented an argument to me, he also presented a solution. And that is so, so, so important. And so with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring Steve on. Steve, how are you today?
Yo, what's up, Steve?
Hi, Will. I went to bed with my phone, with my phone next to me every night.
On that specific day, you weren't crying about it because you didn't know what specific day.
So what he's talking about at this point, it kind of starts off kind of going everywhere. You tend to always conflict. It makes you stand out. Oh, well, I didn't think of it was a good thing. This is when I can do it. Was it a final solution? I don't know. I talked to Mikey on Ironworks 92,000, aka Vlad. He said his doctor knows all about his toe. Weird. I guess I didn't know anything about his toe. Is it like, does he have like an ingrown toenail or something? Stevie Blunders in the building. Yes. We are going over Steve's video. Yeah, it just started. So what they're talking about right now is, you'll find out.
Please.
So then,
Will
so
didn't
when he
phone me.
did try to call you and you didn't answer, why not?
This is as loud as it gets
That's
too.
not true.
Oh, Will, did you try to call him the next time?
Yeah, my phone number was blocked.
Oh.
That's I can't believe that you're saying that.
Jesus Christ. When Will Duffy invited me onto his show. Hold on. When Will Duffy invited me onto his show, just before the great TFE circus headed off to the ice, I had little idea of the journey ahead of me. What is with the Navy SEAL? Can you increase it? I'll try. I don't know. I mean, I can increase the broadcast, but that'll increase the volume of fucking everything. Let me put this down, and then I'll increase this. Well, right now I have to have it super low because the music is so loud. Oh, and also I don't know if half this music is like copyright. So if I get nailed for this, Steve is gonna feel the pain. It wasn't glazed. Now that I saw that. Okay. If stars align, I'll be on Flat Sword with his clan tomorrow. Yes, perfect. Wednesday, right? There is no continent of Antarctica. There most definitely is no 24-hour sun. Look at these clowns. Using their own footage, we will see how these TFE clowns on the ice give the game away. They have been the architects of their own downfall. With every passing minute, their fakery becomes more and more obvious. Forget Breathgate, Vapegate, Footprintgate, Green Screen Gate, etc., etc. They want us focusing on these things. What they don't want you focusing on is blah, blah, blah. Don't look at that. Don't read that. It's fine. The epic fail that is, oh my god, did he just screen record his screen recorded a PowerPoint? All right. What you intended for harm, God has turned for his good, for the saving of many lives. Genesis 50:20.
Final experiment. So is that 6 or is that a 9? So we need the context.
Possibly. Oh, you know what? Good call. Let's change the playback speed. Actually, it's only at 720p. Come on, Steve. All right, we're gonna do 1.25 for the speed.
So if you show the next slide, Will. All right, so now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6 is missing. We've been given the context.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now we can say for definite that it's not a 9. So context is key. Context is key. So let's now get into the meat
no
of.
Sense. Oh, I gotta fix my mic volume again. All right, that should be fine. It's a sideways G.
The final experiment. In this video, we're going to be looking at the epic fail. That is the final experiment.
This is the 24-hour sun. In
He sent his slides to Will.
This is the 24-hour sun.
Yo, what's up? What's up, Cody?
In Antarctica.
So wait, he paused the video. Wait, what did he say?
This is the 24-hour sun. In Antarctica. This is the 24-hour sun. In Antarctica.
So what? I don't understand.
We'll be looking at
What was the point?
body language. We'll be looking at admissions that have been made, including a massive one.
Kind of. I'm not going to ruin anything for you.
Videos that the sun sets.
The sun will dip down right here. It doesn't go behind that mountain. goes right above it, comes over here, gets back up high in the north, and then sets. A lot of people were saying something about this isn't.
And then he says it goes down, but it doesn't go behind the mountain. And then it starts to head north. That's what he says in the video.
No, he doesn't, Will. And just wait till you play it back. And I'm so glad this has come out because this is going to cause an absolute.
This is, I really wish Steve were here for this. Like, Steve, what the fuck, dude? Like, you should be here for this. Like honestly, I told him, like, we were supposed to be on weeks ago. Anywho, he does not say sets. Steve wants this to be true so bad. This is how far he's gonna go. Like, he doubles down, triples down, quadruples down on saying that it sets. But it's clearly, if you listen, like he's all about context. If you listen to the context of the next sentence, then you'll clearly tell that he says since. And what does it matter what Jaren says? Jaren can say the sun did loop-de-loops, it winked at me, and then it flew off into space, right? That doesn't mean that that's what happened. Like, he is so, like, of all the other evidence, he's going off of one word that he is mishearing.
Flipping SH1T storm. I'm not lying. He said it. You haven't been able to play it back because it's not been buffered properly. He says it.
The sun will dip down right here. It doesn't go behind that mountain. Goes right above it, comes over here, gets back up high in the north, and then sets. A lot of people were saying something about this isn't.
I'm not hearing.
Since a lot of people were saying blah, 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 if you listen to the entire context, Steve, then you'll know that he says since. Again, doesn't matter.
What you're hearing.
Because it's buffering, Will. Come on.
Doesn't go behind that mountain. Goes right above it, comes over here, gets back up high in the north, and then sets. A lot of people were saying something.
You said it sets, my friend.
Let me hear it again. Because
You might have said
Like,
since.
what
I don't
does
think
it
so.
matter?
You might have said since.
No, I don't think so.
Like, these stupid
Well, can I
fucking
just ask you,
clips,
Jared,
dude.
why did you say that it sets?
I don't know. I don't even. That's what I said. I'd have to listen to. I don't know if I was just kind of rambling
Hey,
off there.
I'm going to jump in here, guys. People have been sending me messages.
Like,
Not looking good, Brav.
Jaren said, since a lot of people are saying this wasn't near Union Glacier. He said since, not sets.
I don't think so.
are you serious? Ficazoid was all about it too. What does it matter what he said? Like, what matters is what happened. It like, these people, they're so desperate to hold on to any possibility that this was faked. Just the teeniest little bit. And they grab onto it.
Jaren said,
I'm Icy Spin. I'm not Icy Spin. Your link sharing is about to be fucking ripped away from you. If you want, like, okay, so hear me out. If you want to share links and stuff to, like, your YouTube channel or blah, 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 put it in the Discord. Stop putting it in chat.
since a lot of people are saying this wasn't near Union Glacier. He said since, not sets.
Doesn't go behind that mountain. Goes right above it, comes over here, gets back up high in the north, and then sets. A lot of people were saying something about, and then sets. A lot of people were saying something about.
It's not looking good, Brad.
In
Like, what
1967, Gus Grissom,
Oh, this is fantastic. I love this so much. I love this so much.
who was a NASA
The fucking
astronaut,
lemon.
he hung a lemon in front of a NASA logo, and that was his way of telling the world that the NASA space program was just a crock of SH1T. He
Like,
was
how?
just leaving
How, like, actually, you know what? I was going to research this. NASA lemon. Let's see. All right, let's see. No way. On his last visit home to Texas, astronaut Virgil Gus Grissom grabbed a lemon off a tree in his backyard. His wife asked what he planned to do with it. I'm going to hang it on the spacecraft, Grissom told her. referring to the Apollo 1 command module, then undergoing testing in Florida, Space.com reported. Following the success of the Mercury and Gemini missions, NASA was preparing for the Apollo missions to fulfill President JFK's 1961 vow to put a man on the moon. But Grissom, a veteran of the Mercury missions that first put U.S. astronauts into orbit, and some of his fellow astronauts had reservations about the command module, Space.com said. Nevertheless, on January 27th, Grissom climbed into the capsule for a test with Gemini veteran Ed White, who was the first U.S. astronaut to make a spacewalk, and first-time astronaut Roger Chaffee, who expected the moon mission to be a lot of fun. First, a foul odor in the capsule held up the test for an hour. Then communication problems set in. How are we going to get to the moon if we can't talk between 2 or 3 buildings? Grissom shouted through the static, according to the publication. Finally, a countdown to an imaginary liftoff began on the Cape Kennedy launch pad. Then a single chilling word could be heard over the radio from inside the sealed capsule. Fire. All right, I'm trying to... Lemon. It only mentions a lemon once. God damn it. Yeah, but unfortunately, it did not end well. Is there anything? I mean, it just says the incident has been reported as having occurred following a water tank reduced gravity simulation, so this may hint towards simulator was involved. Like these aren't. I'm going to hang it on the spacecraft. Betty knew that Gus would be unable to return home. Like there's nothing explaining the freaking lemon. Why do you put a freaking lemon there? I mean, at that point, it's all up for speculation. I think he hung it on a simulator. Did he hang it on a simulator? Is that what I'm gathering
Giving
here?
a little clue, and a few months later, Gus Grissom and 2 other crew members mysteriously died in Apollo 1 capsule fire, and that was really...
How was it a mystery that they died? How was it a mystery? Like, there was a fire. Like, it's not a mysterious thing. They're strapped to a fucking rocket. Like, how is it a mystery that there was a fire?
His way of dealing with whistleblowers and bringing it right up
what's
to
up,
date.
Mandy? How you doing?
Jaron goes out onto the ice, and he knows it's in the same way. He knows that the 24-hour sun is a crock of SH1T, so he left his little clue out on the ice.
Sorry. Let me tell you one thing. Jaron did not know about the fucking lemon that Grissom put on the simulator. Yeah, brave as hell, dude. Absolutely. A lemon is what they call crappy care. Oh, cars. Crappy cars. Sorry, I have the font super small.
So, Jaron, God's safety to you, my friend, but you definitely spilled the beans there. You
didn't spill any beans. He spilled a lemon. That's all he did.
When you said the sun sets.
Yeah, Jaron didn't want to get scurvy like the Scott expedition.
We're looking at Witsit, some of the things that he says subliminally and unintentionally.
What's up? So they're holding guns on the other side of this camera. This is all stage. They're holding guns on the other side of this camera. This is all stage.
Dave McKeegan.
Mac for $1.99. Sign an affidavit. You are seeing a 24-hour sun. Well, yeah, I would say I've definitely seen a 24-hour sun, and I've got several cameras here that would also agree that I've seen a 24-hour. Well, I certainly think I've seen a 24-hour sun.
Oh, why didn't you say so?
I certainly think I've seen a 24-hour sun.
So one thing that Steve doesn't have is a sense of humor, right? Dave McKeegan at this point has been up for over a day, right? He's fucking tired, if not 2 days, right? He's exhausted. And the Witsit making a joke, you could clearly see the reflection of people in his glasses. Like, he was making a joke, Steve. They're allowed to make jokes. Because they knew that Whitsitt knew that people were going to be like, oh, it's a stage, blah, blah, blah. It's all faked, right? So he was making a joke. He's not spilling the beans by accident.
I could be dreaming at this point. Pearson Allison for $10. Can you quote Fallout New Vegas flat earthers and say, truth is the game was rigged from the start?
Looking at McToon.
And don't interrupt me, okay?
Okay, fine.
Okay. You did not respect me. You don't have enough respect to call me by my name.
Well, I don't have your name other than Toon.
Shut up.
Sir, yes, sir!
Oh, by the way, he just pulled the he pulled the Uno reverse card. Y'all might see that you guys have a new emote, and it is Toon throwing up the Uno reverse card.
Interrupt me.
Sir, yes, sir!
Don't call me by the wrong name.
Sir, yes, sir!
If you want to pretend to respect me, you will call me by the right name.
Sir, yes, sir!
And if
Good
you're too
Lord.
stupid to figure it out, that's on you because you don't have any respect for me. So don't
Where's
interrupt.
deadpan humor?
Where's your mouth?
I'm not going to
Where are
tell
all the
you.
guns,
Go do
Nathan?
your own research.
Where are the guns? I was actually gonna edit this so to take all this stupid shit out, because like the thing is, like, the volume of the actual content is this quiet, and then the stupid ass fucking inserts are like really fucking loud. I was like, dude, stop. Oh my god. Like, I either have my finger on the freaking volume slider.
That is what's called continuity errors.
Positoast.
Ugh.
Continuity errors.
If I have to hear this one more fucking
Continuity
time.
errors.
And the final experiment, guys, is absolutely jam-packed with continuity errors.
Don't play it again.
The behaviours of these people is incongruent, awkward, and none of it flows. So that's what we'll be looking at.
It was 8 strangers that had never met before. A few of them were fighting the whole time, or not fighting, but they had spent their careers fighting each other. Like, of course it's going to be awkward. Like this isn't like these behaviors, Steve, aren't suggesting anything, right? They're suggesting that they're human beings. You are taking it out of context because you have to have it be fake. It's such a requirement for you.
Always remember, when we're looking for lies or deception, we're looking for a cluster of behaviors. There isn't a single symptom on this planet that a behavior analyst or an interrogator is going to look at and go, oh, the person's lying because they did this one thing. But in reality, we have to observe multiple things happening at the same time, and that raises our confidence that deception is taking place.
So keep that in mind. This guy who Steve is using to support his claims that body language is proving that they're lying, right? He clearly says that it's a multiple body languages, right? Like, if you cross your arms, that's not just one body language, right? It has to be a congruence of them, or whatever the word is. Probably butchered. So keep that in mind as you're watching this. Okay. Jerry Graybosh for $5 says, Steve is an attention hog, a wannabe YouTuber. I can tell by his body language. I like that. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Jerry.
For most of you, your intuition is strong enough to just sense when something feels off.
All right, guys. Sometimes you are wrong in life. And I thought that there was no 24-hour sun. In fact, I was pretty sure of it. But I respect Will Duffy for being a stand-up guy, at least in the way that he kept saying it was true. I kept saying it wasn't.
Start the clock. So what does the arm cross mean? When you see somebody with their arms crossed, this is a negative defensive gesture. And they're in defense mode. They're either seeing something or they're hearing something that they disapprove of, and they're protecting themselves from it.
If something doesn't just pop out of the blue and all of a sudden the sun sets or something, when we claim that there was no sun or 24-hour sun.
Historically, this means somebody is protecting their vital organs.
I respect Will Duffy for being a stand-up guy, at least in the way that he kept saying it was true. I kept saying it wasn't. He said,
Am I protecting?
Giving
Am I lying, guys? Am I
self-soothing
lying?
gesture, a bit of a self-hug.
All the ball earthers will be saying, well, that's because they saw their worldview crumbling before them and they...
That is a very good astute observation, Steve. Why don't you take that instead of deciding what it means? Because you have to have it mean what you need it to.
Refused to accept it, and they were struggling with that.
Jaren has spent the past 12, 13, 14 years of his life telling everybody the earth is flat. There is no 24-hour sun, right? And being completely, he believed that himself. Now, he just had his world shattered, okay? He just had everything that he has been telling people for years taken away from him. And he was mad at himself. He was ashamed. He was confused. He was going through an existential crisis. So there's no way in that moment you could even attempt to judge the body language of someone like Jaren, who is probably going through something that none of us could ever imagine.
Guys, that's just an absolute nonsense.
Steve. Here, this is what happened. Here's a very valid reason why he's crossing his arms. Very valid. Okay? Let's go on about how valid this point is. And then there's Steve. Well, that's just ridiculous.
We all know that Jaren knows. We all know that Whitsitt knows. They know that the sun sets in Antarctica. They know exactly what...
So, he, at the beginning of the video, he says that Antarctica doesn't even exist. So, can we just land on something, please? And Sheppy, you'll see. You'll see. Yeah, I don't... So I don't have... Okay, so here's how this works over on Twitch. Cody, you get emote... Twitch emote slots as you get more subs, right? The more subs you get, the more emote slots you have, right? So I've already filled up all my slots because I don't have any. I don't have enough subs to open up more slots. So that's why YouTube gets it. This man makes you angry? Well, buckle up. Also, they are called, yes. Flurfs are not smart enough to see their internal contradictions. I know it's crazy.
What they were doing. It's got nothing to do with them struggling with having their worldview turned upside down.
Like, how can you even say that? How can you even say that? Like you have no idea what they're going through. Just because you say nah doesn't make your delusions true, Steve.
It's all to do with them realising that they're in front of the cameras, they're going to be headlined all over the world, and they were. About 300 newspapers across the world had Jaren on the front.
So what he just said was it's ridiculous that they would feel pressured, that the world was coming down around them. And then he says that's ridiculous, but then he's like, but he's also on over 300 news outlets. It's like he knew exactly what was going to happen. Like, that's stressful as fuck. But having your arms crossed, that means you're lying.
Saying, what was his famous...
Does it's time for a membership drive stream? No, dude, so close to FTFEs, like, come on. Like, that's like, if there's ever a definition of parroting, that's what it would be. I don't want to be like that. But, I mean, I might do one. Okay, you know what? Once I hit 2,000 subs on YouTube, I'll do a membership drive.
Miss Lyon, sometimes in life you are wrong, something like that. And when they were on the ice, they were there confronted with the depths of their sin, with the depths of what they'd sunk to, and it was very hard for them to behave normally and relaxed.
I honestly...
In what backwards world do you think that these total strangers to each other, traveling for hours and hours and hours in a plane, staying in a country that they've never been to, and then flying to Antarctica where they know it's never gonna get dim, like they know they're not going to be able to sleep well for the next 3 or 4 days? In what fucking world would anybody be able to not be stressed out and to be calm? Can we just...
And it was very hard for them to behave normally and relaxed.
Why? How could you possibly be relaxed in this situation? What is his reasoning? What is his mindset? Like, why? How could they be relaxed, Steve? Like,
honestly believe there was no 24-hour sun. I honestly now believe there is. I honestly believe there was no 24-hour sun. I honestly now believe there is.
No, Jaron, that honestly doesn't come into it. If you saw the 24-hour sun, you saw it with your own eyes, what you would say in front of everybody, this is what I would say, I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen the 24-hour sun.
He did
and there's
say
no
that.
argument, there's no contest. I've got to completely rethink everything about my life, about my cosmology, about my mind. It's just undone me. This trip has undone me.
my mind is blown because I've already seen this and I know what's coming up. Okay. I don't want to spoil too much, but that was a rant that he just went on, right? That's a rant that he just went on. Later on in this video, he says that going on a rant proves dishonesty. Yeah, and you'll see what I mean. Ricardo Ray with 75 ooh-woos says Montevideo has been extremely hot these days. We have the real sun and the fake one. Turn it off, please. Duffy McToon, MC2 and Dave, enough already. Oh, that's Uruguayan dollars, right? Thank you for your third super chat. All right.
But Jaron didn't say that. It was just a complicated series of sentences, stuttering, awkwardness.
But no, it's amazing. I can't even tell you. Flying in was the best thing I've ever seen. So looking around, best thing I've ever seen. So how could I give him a hard time for bringing me down here? $35,000 trip.
Jaron said nothing wrong. Agante Uruguay Vieja. Gotcha.
Will continue to be incredible. We've got some tracking mounts swinging around, seeing the sun. What does it mean?
I like ooh better.
You have to figure it out. To me, it means that the AE map no longer works. But that doesn't mean that I'm right.
The whole thing was a study in how the words can say one thing and the body belies another thing entirely.
It means that it could work. You'll have to figure out how.
He's cold as fuck. He's in Antarctica. He just flew down. Like, wasn't this this streamed like an hour after they touched down? It is cool to have another Uruguayan here.
Because I've tried and I struggle with it. The other thing is 24-hour moon. If that happens,
your brain will
melt
melt
even
even
more.
more.
So it seems like the moon does circle here as well. So you start thinking about that as well. It doesn't mean that the AE map is over flat Earth.
Like, this is how he talks on his stream too. Like, he's very segmented, kind of like Captain Kirk. What is his name? He went to space.
Is over. Maybe somebody's got the answer. I don't have that answer right now. So just want to say thanks again.
We see him fighting back the tears because he knows what he's done.
It was 24 hours later.
I just want to say thanks to Will. Through everything, you've been at least kind to me, and I appreciate that.
He knows the depth.
It's written in the Bible, you can't trust the man who crosses arms. I cross my arms all the time.
He's reached.
You can't trust me.
By going out on this great big pretense, this great big pantomime on ice.
Oh,
it's been incredible.
Shatner, thank you,
incredible.
Shabby.
We've got some tracking mounts swinging around, seeing the sun.
Shatner,
what does it mean? You have to figure it out. To me, it means that the AE map no longer works. But that doesn't mean that I'm right.
Less is more.
Here we go.
Explain. It's because you have this fear that they're not going to believe you. So you give more detail in hopes that they believe that you're telling the truth or believe you know what you're talking about.
It means that it could work. You'll have to figure out how, because I've tried and I struggle with it. The other thing is a 24-hour moon.
But the more words you use, the less believable you sound.
That's why snakes used to have arms.
How's that? Anyway, it's been...
Oh, Macker. Oh, my God. Now he makes fun of MC Toon's name like a ridiculous amount of times. Mackerton summarizes TFE's triumphant last few days on the ice.
Great. It's been such a good trip. So many fun things. So many predictions that we nailed. Predict that the magnetic inclination will point south down in Punta Arenas. Confirmed. The magnetic...
Surely now, McToast. Yo, what's up, Westside? How are you? Red's Rhetoric said he thinks Jaren knew it for a while and used to get and uses to get out. I disagree. When I heard that, I thought the same thing. Like I even said on some streams, I was like, I bet this is his way out of flat Earth because he's done with it, right? Steve speaks for 2 hours, which therefore says what? Oh shit. This is part 1, by the way. This is part 1. He's working on another one. Sheppy says, I smoked the Bible in a hotel room one night with a bunch of friends. Spoiler, the pages make lousy papers.
Magnetic field strength
what's
will
up, Dan,
increase
man? How you doing?
between Punta and Antarctica. Nailed it. The weight of objects on a scale
like
that I'm doing with Critical Think. It's mostly him, but I'm bringing a scale back with me to Minnesota.
So why would he talk about the 24-hour sun, which they've talked about at length the entire time they were in Antarctica, and not talk about all the other experiments that he did? Like, Steve, what is wrong with explaining all the other experiments that he did? That's why they went to Antarctica, was to do experiments. It wasn't just to see the 24-hour sun. Like that's what flat earthers think that is all about. It's like if they were paying attention, they would know that there was a ton of other experiments done, like the sundial, like the measuring the longitude lines, there were so many other experiments that were done. But nope, the 24-hour sun, that's the only thing that matters, and it's faked.
Nailed it. So many things that we predicted from thousands of miles away, having never been here, and just taking what other people have done and say, well, based on what they did, we predict this will happen.
Why would he say it again when he's talking about all the other experiments? Steve, you're not convincing anybody. Like, just stop, Steve.
This will be the value. And we got it.
Yeah, exactly, Taco.
And compare that to flat Earth.
You're doing Wreckfest? All right, Sheppy, have fun.
For weeks, I was asking flat earthers, I was doing videos, I was personally requesting for flat earthers to provide predictions for flat Earth, and they didn't.
Steve,
I made predictions
this
using
is not.
You know, McToon was wandering around Punta Arenas listing all the things. Oh, come on, McToon, say it. So McToon, you had all the time in the world to say, and we got the 24-hour sun. Bang!
They already said that.
Boys.
They already said that so many times, Steve.
Any genuineness about it at all, guys? None of you have demonstrated any genuineness about it at all, guys. None of you have
a valid reaction
from genuineness about it at all, guys.
This trip has really, really shined a spotlight on the fact that there is nothing that flat Earth has. It is completely vacuous. It's just empty of anything useful. I feel bad for them. They believe in something so vehemently, so aggressively that they'll go crazy on it. And they got nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
And they know they have nothing. They know when I ask them, what's your prediction for this? And they don't have it. It would burn me up if I couldn't do that. I can do it all day long.
The more words it takes to tell the truth, the farther it looks from it.
So obviously we're documenting it. Well, yeah, I said what I feel about this the whole time. Truth doesn't fear investigation. I think that
Steve needs
we're really trying to figure out the truth. Obviously, some people think that what we were told is the truth. I don't think that, but I do think that people need to be honest and humble and be like, whoa, we were wrong. If something doesn't just pop out of the blue and all of a sudden the sun sets or something, when we claim that there was no sun or 24-hour sun. So yeah, and I know a lot of people want to know what my take is in terms of how does it work and stuff. And I will, like a quick teaser, I've seen a physical demonstration that could show this working. But I do think that some of the data we're going to have from the trip may help to clarify if that is actually what's happening.
I hope so.
Anyway, long story short, they kind of covered the trip. It's like incredible and beautiful. And when you fly into here, it's just like...
So when you give more detail, You're not preventing misunderstanding. You're ensuring it.
I was interrupted. Can I get back to where I was going, please? All right. I can tell from your body language right now, Steve, that you don't want me to present what I'm about to present. Your body language is telling everybody that your constant interruption is you attempting to avoid the evidence that's going to destroy you. That's the body language I see.
I don't know.
To destroy me.
Stop talking. Unless interrupt if you want your body language to inform everybody that you're scared.
Oh my God, MC Tune, dude. Like, if you're trying to make a hit piece on these people, why would you include getting absolutely destroyed in your hit piece? Like,
I'm not scared.
Your body language is telling us, is informing everybody that you're scared. Now here is, stop talking. All right, Steve. This is a 380 gigabyte file. I can't even upload it to YouTube. I have to re-render it, but I can show it in VLC on my computer here. So there you see the sun. Right on the ground here, you see two lines. The one on the left is due south. One on the right was it was incorrect. We amended it. So the correct one is that straight one on the left there. We scraped in the snow using a shovel because the snow is hard packed. That's why you don't see a lot of footprints there. But you do see footprints when we walk around.
When you over-explain, it's because you have this fear that they're not going to believe you. So you give more detail in hopes that they believe that you're telling the truth or believe you know what you're talking about.
Just grasp
the mountain there where
keep grasping.
There's that white patch on it. That's where due south is, a little bit to the right of that.
Yeah, what's up, Phil?
So here's this video. I'll move it ahead. This is the 24-hour sun in Antarctica. Your constant interruption.
Like, he added that pin drop. Like, I don't understand what is he getting at with that? Maybe it's just UK humor. I don't understand. Whatever.
Is you attempting to avoid
Steve's body language shows his brain.
The evidence that's going to destroy you.
Ugh. So annoying. I turn the volume down.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
so someone just asked if this was pre-recorded. Obviously, I can't interact with these comments if this was pre-recorded.
Oh, really? Many top streamers on YouTube and Twitch have a chat scholar. But what if you're like me and you don't have any fans? Don't worry, with a little C# code and a simple front-end design, you too can have a chat scholar for your own live streams.
And another classic for me, Will.
Steve, why would you put this in your video? You're exposing me. I have a fake chat scroller. Oh no. Guys, type 1 in chat if you're a fake chat scroller.
If you're watching this, and I'm sure you will be, by you calculatingly pointing out to viewers that you were interacting with the live stream, therefore it must be live.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So someone just asked if this was pre-recorded. Obviously, I can't interact with these comments if this was pre-recorded.
That was just a fact too far that you inserted.
What, like your speculation and paranoia is not evidence for your claims. Okay, Steve? Your paranoia is not evidence.
You purposely referenced that to try and assuage fears that it wasn't live. And
oh my God.
For me, that was going over the top.
You guys are
and you gave away too
me.
much information. And just as we've seen in previous clips, when you give away too much information and you go on and on and on, the more you go on, the less it sounds true.
None of us are here.
So someone just asked if this was pre-recorded.
That's amazing. What a coincidence.
Oh my God.
Someone just asked if this was pre-recorded.
What a coincidence.
Oh my God, dude.
Can't interact with these comments if this was pre-recorded.
Just
check out what
Oh my God.
The app can create a fake live stream where 100,000 people watch you.
Obviously, I can't interact with these comments if this was pre-recorded.
Create fake live streams.
Good God, dude, the audio.
Fake live streams, interact with AI fans.
Obviously, I can't interact with these comments if this was pre-recorded.
So they fly out there, but just before that,
like, he like sing to tuplet to sing sextillion down that fucking claim. that's how much he's convinced himself.
Will Duffy says, "Hey Flutter, has he got anything to contribute?" So I emailed Will Duffy, and he
the king of waffling is saying if you say a lot,
Steve,
it's because it's BS.
From England is doing something that is super important to me. I know people who have been following this closely have heard me say this.
Yeah.
He not only presented an argument to me, he also presented a solution. And that is so, so, so important. And so with that, I'm going to go ahead and bring Steve on.
And what I proposed was, I said to Will, look, Will, as not part of your gang, you're going out to Antarctica to film the 24-hour sun, and in order for us to know that it's not in the can already, what we need to have is some kind of protocol in place that will ensure that it's live. So I say, at a certain point, when it's live for you, when you're saying the 24-hour sun,
at a certain point when it's live for you and you're seeing the 24-hour sun,
you call me, because I've worked out that
you call me at a certain time.
Remember midnight, Yeshua time, it's going to be dark. And you'll be just down the road from Yeshua, you know, it won't be that far down the road. And trusting in God's firmament and trusting in God's circuiting sun, I know that the sun will be passing on its way and will be just about gone by the time you claim that you've got the sun high up in the sky. So the way to do it will be to phone me live from Union Glacier. I'll have my phone by my bed and you can phone me, and it'll be 3 a.m. in the morning, between 3 and 5 UK time.
It'll be 3 a.m. in the morning, guys. It won't be 3 a.m. It won't be the morning. It'll be 3 a.m. in the morning.
Will be midnight Yeshua time, which is the same time. They're on the same time zone at Union Glacier. So you phone me, and then we can see that it's live, and you can pan around the site, and we can see, yeah, you've captured it. It's live. You can show me around the site, and I can. And then, if you do that, Will, I'll hold my hands up and I'll say, "My goodness, I've got some real thinking to do."
We're going to then look up what time it would be for you.
Listen, Jerry, it's not. All the other evidence means nothing. Okay, it means absolutely nothing, because there's one time that he finds suspicious, and his paranoia makes it a reality. So therefore, everything is debunked. Yeah, he did rub his face. He is like, yeah, look at him. This is the body language of someone who's lying. Right here.
For you in England.
I do this a lot, though.
And we're going to live stream with you at that time.
So we agreed it, and Will agreed it.
Okay, hold on. I talked over that.
We're going to then look up what time it would be for you in England.
Yeah.
And we're going to live stream with you at that time.
So we agreed it, and Will agreed it. So I go to bed with my phone by my bedside. Then Sunday morning, I think it was early morning, the 15th. Wake up at, I think it was 3:30, and get my phone. And then I see that Will Duffy is on...
CERN discovered a new element, but they didn't phone Steve, so it's fake.
The ice. And he's... and then halfway through, he goes, and Steve, in the UK, if you're watching...
So, last but not least, Steve from England. Hey, not sure if you're watching. It'll be 3 a.m. for you right now, but you might catch this when you wake up. So Steve from England, I did an interview with him recently on our channel, and he was thinking that they've manipulated the time zones in Antarctica to make people think that the sun is out at midnight when it really isn't. And so he wanted us to do a live stream at midnight in Ushuaia time.
Great, Will. Except, if you think about it, that's not what we agreed, is it?
This is also midnight in Ushuaia right now, Steve. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around.
You should be live streaming with me. That's what we agreed to do.
It wasn't agreed that live stream that he would call you. It wasn't agreed that live stream. Just because he mentioned you didn't mean that that's what was agreed on. It was at some point. It was not that live stream. And the cope, guys, the cope that went along with this.
And you haven't done it.
We're going to then look up what time it would be for you in England.
Yeah.
And we're going to live stream with you at that time. We're going to live stream with you at that time. So
at that time of day, not during this stream.
Last but not least, Steve from England. Hey,
Steve isn't the first thing on people's minds, right? when they're traveling to Antarctica, right? When they have to make sure when they're running the logistics on their own gear, like when they have to worry about, surviving, like being on a plane and traveling, it takes a lot out of you. You're just skipping over the bit where Steve blocked his Will Duffy's number because he didn't call on the first day. So he mentioned that earlier in this video, but I think he brings it up again.
Sure, if you're watching, it'll be 3 a.m. for you right now.
So, the very fact that Will didn't call me, we have every right to say that that's a classic suspicious move, and Will cannot prove at all that that filming wasn't already in the can. And then what he does is, he says, and Steve, if you're looking, and he points at the sun or whatever, but he hasn't phoned me. It doesn't matter what you say, he did not do as he agreed to do. Call me live so we can see it's live and that film wasn't already pre-recorded. But, Will, you've shot yourself in the foot. We've every reason now, flat earthers can point at you and say, it was in the can, already done and dusted. You'd already edited it and uploaded it, and then you called in your fake live stream. And we've seen already in the previous clips that you can easily fake a live stream.
And there you go, everyone.
So good.
It's there's
so
the sun in all of its.
So I have another thing to think about here, right? Where is the sun in the sky right now? Like, if it's anywhere south, which is easily verifiable by identifying these mountains, right? If it's over here at all for any reason, that completely debunks the flat Earth or the Gleason map. There we go.
Glory.
But he doesn't think of that, right? Like, if it was like, how do you fake this?
You had the presence of mind, Will, to reference me saying, hey, Steve, but it slipped your mind that you were to also be calling me.
His phone was being used.
So what does this experiment mean? There's no independent measure in place to see that this wasn't already in the can.
So, last but not least, Steve from England. Hey,
so good.
Not sure if you're watching.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be 3 a.m. for you right now.
It's all meaningless, Will, and you know it.
So, last but not least, Steve from England. Hey, not sure if you're watching. It'll be 3 a.m. for you right now, but you might catch this when you wake up.
It doesn't matter what you say. He did not do as he agreed to do.
And there you go, everyone. It's there's the sun in all of its glory.
He did not do as he agreed to do. So I texted him straight away and I said, Will, you're supposed to phone me. I got nothing back. Texted him again. You're supposed to phone me, Will. What's going on? Texted him a third time saying, Will, if you get this message, read it out live and say, Steve, here's the midnight sun. What does this do for your equidistant azimuthal map? What does this do for the Gleason's map? So I gave him some specific wording to speak out loud live from Union Glacier. Nothing. Nothing at all.
Hello?
The next morning...
I was like, why did it pause?
I get an email from him saying, hey, Steve, I'm sorry, I couldn't phone you because my phone was on loan to Candice Owens for the Candice Owens live link.
Mm-hmm.
So I emailed back, I said, Will, that's utterly ridiculous. You're telling me that you can't lift my phone number from your phone...
And then ask some other person for their phone? Right? Like, be like, oh, hey, I need to make a fucking quick international call. You dumb fuck, dude. Sorry, Steve. Like, come on, man. Like, why aren't you here? I want to call you a dumb fuck to your face. CJ, with the gifted membership. Thank you so much for that gifted membership, CJ. That went to Foxworth Kerman. Let's go.
Before you hand over your phone to Candice Owens, and then you can, with another phone, you can call me.
What other phone?
And you can trounce flat earthers. You can absolutely prove to everybody, look, it's live. Look, and even a flat earther who agreed that this would be a good protocol. Here it is, Steve. Here it is. It's live. I'm filming, and look, I'm looking, panning right around the whole area. You can see that there's no sort of like jiggery pokery going on. What a great way to demonstrate that this wasn't already in the can. So Will Duffy didn't do any of that. Instead, he said, "Hey, Steve, I can phone you. I can phone you tonight if you want, and we'll do it."
Yes. In which case, the normal person would say, "Yes, absolutely. Call me tonight." Boom. Then it'll be all over. All over, Steve. But what did you say, Steve?
So I emailed back and I said, Will, I can't trust you as far as I can throw an elephant.
Oh, okay. So now it's about trusting people as far as you throw an elephant. And that's a reason why you wouldn't take a phone call so that you could be proven wrong. Because at this point, he already saw the live stream. Like, he already saw the live stream at this point. So he knows now that they saw a 24-hour sun, but he is so scared of facing the truth that he declines the offer to get a phone call to do exactly what he said he was going to do. Like that, like right there. Sorry, Steve, you lost. Oh my God, we got Max V with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Those went to Gerald Grote, Gregory Knightski, King Crew, let's go, the Kenyan One, and Casey Razy. Enjoy all those freaking awesome flat earther emotes there.
Witnessed all that debacle on the ice with you wheeling out Jerem with all his body language and Witsit with all that he was saying. You haven't even seen the 24-hour sun, and you're all proclaiming that you've got the midnight sun and the 24-hour sun.
Yeah, so I mean, I was one of the people that said I definitely.
YouTube thumbnail looks like he's busted a nut. Yeah, I tried to get. I took a lot of screenshots of him. I tried to get the goofiest one that I had of him, but not one that he's picking his nose, because I have a lot of the ones that he's picking his nose. However, you also have the emote of Steve picking his nose. So enjoy that. Oh wait, why didn't that work? Hello? Oh, there we go. Yeah, Steve's picking his nose. Now he's busting all over. Busting that all over chat. Sorry, guys.
Definitely didn't think that there was a 24-hour sun. We obviously haven't actually seen the sun for 24 hours, but it is doing what they said it would do very clearly. And it is still dancing around high in the sky.
I can't trust any of you. I'm not going to be part of this.
What's up, Mason?
We obviously haven't actually seen the sun for 24 hours, but
I think it's interesting that what started out as a conversation between Will and me with Jeren saying that the sun sets has now developed into all the big players coming out, Will making a phone call, which is great. He's going to make for great TV. And also, viewers, what you need to understand is that there's been a whole load of back jiggery pokery going on here where Will Duffy, McToon, Dave McKeegan and all the others, they're all saying now, well, Will Duffy didn't agree to an exact time that he would call you. He didn't specify.
Yeah, exactly.
a date.
That you even said that. You said that there was no exact time that was going to be mentioned. And by the way, guys, there's like a good chunk of this video that is all just biblical shit. So I'm going to skip all of that because it is completely irrelevant to the situation, right? Like he's taking an ancient book to a gunfight. Okay. So we're going to skip all the religion shit because it's actually trash. And he's trying to use religion and what the Bible says, well, his interpretation of what the Bible says, and try to use that as evidence. We don't go for that here, right? We go with actual evidence, not a book that was written 2,000 years ago.
Well, I say that's absolute nonsense. He told me that he would be calling me live from the ice.
Nice.
And now they're just backtracking and backpedaling. But it doesn't matter. You know, they're now calling me a liar and they're saying that I'm twisting it and I'm not a man of God and I lied. Yeah. I haven't lied at all. And all of the emails, I've kept all of the emails.
You know what? I believe that you haven't lied.
And all of the texts, and I can tell you guys, in any court of law, they would not have a leg to stand on. They did not call me. Will did not call me, and he could have easily called me, but he didn't. And that means, for me, the whole thing has been a complete fake.
Keep coping.
None of
Keep
you
coping.
demonstrated any.
Because he didn't call me when I thought he was going to call me. The whole thing is fake. That's his mentality, man. Thanks for skipping the religion part. I don't need alcohol poisoning from my drinking game. I stand to survive the night now.
Any
lying liar. Yep.
About it at all, guys.
In the words of Professor Dave, lying liar. Exhausted.
It's just all absolute fabrication. They're just getting desperate. FTFE.
They're desperate. Hold on, I get a laugh track for that. Steve, they're not the ones who are desperate, my guy. This is the look of desperation.
Giving it large, saying how I've been lying outright.
I've destroyed.
Am I gonna do a Flurf Expressions of Steve shirt? Oh my god.
I didn't just play my card. I have. I destroyed you. I played my card. I've set my card on fire, and then I've blown up the table with C4.
Yes, it was funny because that.
You're a liar, and you can't get out of it, Steve.
No,
you can't
see,
address the
because-
fact that I've proven that you lied.
Mm-hmm.
Can
No,
I?
because you're emotionally close to your mates.
Oh, of course I am. Yeah, I don't like people calling my friends liars when I know they're not. Oh, really?
This video is a public apology to Sean Griffin. He asked.
He's pulling this card again. He's pulling the card where people don't understand how show business works. Like you're keeping the suspense of a show, of a project, right? And you don't want people to know who's behind it until you have decided it's time for them to know, right? So to keep people from knowing who's behind it, you tell a lie about it. And then the truth will come out when it needs to. That's show business, buddy. Like, what the fuck?
During that interview, if I knew who was behind the final experiment.
Are you a part of that?
I do not know who's behind it.
Liar.
I'm watching and excited to see what happens.
Yeah, you are excited about seeing what happens. Because you have started a revolution, my friend.
I know who's behind it, so I'm watching and
yeah, it's like, hey, exclamation point, dude, exclamation point. I can tell you in 2 seconds. Is exactly that. Here, let me put a link to. Well, this is a link to the video. It's just, I mean, the link to the video is right up there. It's pinned. The link to the video is pinned.
excited to see what happens. Told him in the moment that I did not know who was behind the final experiment, which of course was not true.
Because you're emotionally close to your mates.
Oh, of course I am. Yeah, I don't like people calling my friends liars when I know they're not.
So please, I beg you, we have to stop claiming that the 10 Commandments prohibit lying. That's not true. The 10 Commandments prohibit bearing false witness against your neighbor. The 10 Commandments prohibit bearing false witness against your neighbor.
What does bear false witness or lying really mean? It means that we should not lie, deceive, or trick anyone, but speak the truth. Lying lips are an abomination to the Lord. Proverbs 12:22.
I have come to the conclusion that neither lying nor deception are
Jack of all trades.
inherently immoral.
I don't like people calling my friends
Inherently immoral, my friend.
liars when I know they're not.
Ugh. I don't even know why he keeps.
It's not a nice thing to do, Steve. You need to be confronted. You need to be confronted for lying, spreading misinformation, and pretending that you're a Christian. That's disgusting.
What about Santa? My kids believed in Santa.
You're coming at this debate an emotional sort of like.
Oh, yeah, who cares the emotions? I have emotions. I am human. Unlike you, Steve, who displays all the properties of a psychopath,
Yeah, no
I
shit.
have emotions on display.
Steve, he's not wrong. Like your interpretation of people's emotions is insanely backwards. Like how you interpret how people should feel in certain situations, what people say in certain situations, like because they're not you in your psychopathic ways, Steve. Like then like I don't know what I was trying to say there, but Steve, you are a psychopath.
Okay. Well, then you need
Are
to
we
be
bad
right
for
to check.
Santa? No, we're not, Tim Hunter. Don't worry about it.
No, I don't need to keep my emotions in check. My emotions allow me to be who I am. I'm not a Vulcan. My emotions are on the outside. In fact, I suffer from dystemic disorder because I'm in pain and agony 24 hours a day. So my emotions are on the outside more than most people.
Sorry, little Johnny.
Unfortunately,
Yo, Boston Concerts, what's going on? Do we know if Craig survived the marathon stream over the weekend? He did. He was actually live earlier. I saw most of it in the end, but has he emerged from slumber yet? I haven't even watched most of his membership drive. I've just been so busy all day Sunday. I was cooking. I was getting stuff ready. I spent the whole day with my family. So like really, I had no time to watch anything. And then today I had to work. Today I had to watch this fucking thing The shoes should sue him? What shoes?
Able to hide your emotions and pretend that they're not there, which again is one of the very traits of a
Elf
psychopath.
was a great movie.
You've got to understand that.
I understand that you lied and I caught you in that lie and it's uncomfortable for you. It hurts. There's that pit in your stomach where you have been called out in front of 1,500 people and shown to be a liar whilst pretending that you're a Christian.
He got hurt in the Navy, in the British Navy.
I'm not.
His leg got fucked up. I was tiling my bathroom, so I left it playing on my phone.
Oh, I'm not Christian.
Sunday was
I'm
great. All
thoroughly
right, I gotta
atheist.
watch it. My
But
sister watched it.
Christians, when people like you use the word of God as a shield to hide your lies, that is frankly disgraceful and offensive to real
you see,
Christians.
Craig, this is what you got to understand, buddy. Is that he is our shield, and so
No, you don't get to talk about God because you're not a man of God. Men of God do not act
so
the
let's
way
move
that
on.
you have acted, lie about
on.
people, slander people. Right?
Okay,
I'm happy to move on. As long as everybody can see that I have. As long as everybody can see that I have shown that you are a liar.
Craig 1, Steve 0. Okay.
Thank you for admitting that, Steve.
It's Craig 5, Steve 0 for the sake of
more like 15 or 20 to be fair.
Okay, fine, great. Okay,
Yeah.
so can we move on?
Why is he like portraying himself as being the biggest loser in his own video? Like what is he trying to prove here?
Is someone being caught in a lie and it hurting them deep down and them having to do everything possible to
Raise
try
your
and
glasses
explain
to
their
the Drunk Debunk show. What's up,
whilst
Sleep? What's up,
maintaining
Emma? How
their
you
full high
doing?
ground. Will Duffy didn't lie.
Will didn't try to call you.
Grace's coffee cup. Let's go.
That's not true.
Oh, Will, did you try to call him the next night?
Yeah, my phone number was blocked.
Oh.
That's I can't believe that you're saying that.
I can't believe I got caught. Is what he really meant to say.
Did he say that Steve blocked him? Yes. Was that possibly wrong? Yes. He was in Antarctica. There could have been issues with signals.
Like how is that not plausible? Like what? Like Steve, your cope is you just put it away a little bit. It's you're exposing yourself.
Yes. He was in Antarctica. There could have been issues with signals.
Oh my god! Like, oh my god!
Highly boring for people
Steve,
watching.
no, people are fucking loving this. People are absolutely loving this. They are loving watching you squirm, frankly.
I'm not
right?
squirming.
Oh, you are squirming. You are squirming because I've caught you in a lie. I've explained why it's a lie, and
You
you're
got beer
lying
now?
about
Beautiful.
it being a
Enjoy
lie.
your beer. Oh my god! So annoying.
Right, here we go. Take a deep breath. Both of us. Let's take a deep breath. Ready? In. Come on. Let's do this together so we can both calm down.
Correct, Cole.
Right. Work with me here.
I'm not wrought up.
Right. Yes, you are.
Holy shit!
Do this with me. Just take a deep breath. Both of us will take a deep breath.
Oh my god! Okay, we're gonna skip this part because it's fucking irritating.
Now that your heart rate is lowered enough, and maybe the rage inside you at being caught lying has subsided slightly.
The outcome.
The word is seen. It's not sin. The word is seen.
Okay.
Hide. This shower that went out onto the ice, they're like a stick of rock. They've got liars written all the way through them.
On the other side of the spectrum, somebody who's crossing their arms may be an expert. They may be very knowledgeable, and they may be wise, and they're trying to show that through their gestures. You often see this on business cards. But always create a baseline. Always check the environment to
Always check the environment. I love that he kept this part in.
look and see why somebody might be crossing their arms at any given time.
Oh, we were wrong. If something doesn't just pop out of the blue and all of a sudden the sun sets or something.
Also, check the thermostat. They may just be chilly.
They're in Antarctica, you dumb. Like, why keep that in if it completely destroys all of your previous statements or implications? Where is DebateCon being held at in Newark? I actually might head down that way. Let's go. Is that the oh god, is that a hotel somewhere? I don't know. I don't. Is it like event? Is it Eventbrite? Newark, New Jersey. I don't know, debate, conference, MDD.
You fucking bitch.
All right, it brought up their I don't remember where it is, but you can just look it up. It's probably in Event Create. It is at the Holiday Inn Newark International Airport. So it's at the airport. So I don't know if you guys have heard, right? What do we say to Steve? Oh, really? I love it. So I don't know if you guys know this, but there was an Islamic extremist terror threat on the conference. So that's why one of the attendees called it off, and that's why they're not. Well, they changed the topic of one of the debates. Like, really, you're gonna have a terrorist attack at a fucking international airport? Holy shit, that's fucking hilarious. Probably right outside of an airport if it's a Holiday Inn. I know, but still, I mean, if it's in the proximity, dude, like if it's anything like Logan, there's hotels in Logan. It isn't physically at the airport. The hotel is a bit away from it. Oh, okay. All right. Oops.
So that was the first half hour or so, which gives the viewer a brief introduction to some of the shenanigans taking place on the ice.
Shenanigans.
And we now move into part one of this two-part series. And it's important that we consider what is a biblical cosmologist and what goes through the mind of a biblical cosmologist. Why do we think the way that we think? As we've said at the beginning of the video, context is key. And context for this whole flat Earth, globe Earth debate is paramount to grasp if we're going to move forward with a good understanding of the flat Earth phenomenon. So this next 3/4 of an hour is an old man rambling through the woods, interspersed with some video clips.
Okay,
and,
then
some imagery that is designed to have the viewer thinking about
this is the part we're gonna skip.
Deeper way. And I hope it's constructive and I hope it's helpful. So enjoy the ramble through the woods.
Oh, we have Carl Sagan. What is this?
Our lives. There's no God above us.
And it's my view that the simplest explanation is, there is no God. No one created the universe, and no one directs our fate.
You beat me to it. Fine, it's a Rubik's.
This leads me to a profound realization. There is probably no heaven, and no afterlife either. We have this one life to appreciate the grand design of the universe. And for that, I am extremely grateful.
I actually don't know if I'm allowed to play this. I don't know if I'm allowed to play this.
They have this godless
Man,
nihilism
did I just get
driving them.
demonetized?
And it's rooted, all of this godless
Show a little bit of it?
nihilism
No. No, Ronnie, like if I had to sit through it once today. I'm not doing it again. It is just that awful. If you want to watch that part, right? It's like timestamp it. It's like 50 minutes to an hour and 10 minutes.
In occult, sun-centered cosmology. And if you trace back the history of Copernicus, which we're not going to do here, you know, his signet ring was Helios, the sun god. Where I'm going with this is that God's creation is important to him, and he wants people to stand up and bring people's attention to his creation. And as we do that, as attention is brought to God's creation, what also is brought to our attention is the deep deception of the world and how people are being led astray by ball earth cosmology, spinning ball earth cosmology, which ends up leading to nihilism. So if you're a Christian and you're
Oh my
Questioning your
God.
sister to be close to sight.
Flat Earth or biblical Earth. A lot of Christians think that flat Earth takes away from the message of the gospel. I disagree. Here's why. Flat Earth or biblical Earth is a direct pipeline to finding God. Waking people up to biblical Earth is the easiest way to get atheists and agnostics to open that Bible. And when
There's gonna be no way that you're gonna convince anybody with your stupid ass fucking videos, dude. Here, open a Bible. Why don't you take a look at it? And oh, by the way, the earth is flat. Dude, they would take that Bible and slap you upside the face with it. You wouldn't need that Botox anymore, lady.
they start reading and they see that the truths that exist within flat Earth go hand in hand with the Bible, that is how you get
Satan
them
controls
to look
the
for gospel.
trees
Of
and
course,
takes his hat off.
most people that are not religious in any sense are likely going to hear it as just mumbo jumbo, and I'm a former atheist, so I can attest to this. A lot of atheists are that way because the truth in our surroundings has been covered up to hide God. When
Of
you
course
lift that
she's
veil,
delusional. Okay,
through
we're gonna.
God, people actually
I
walk
can't
Earth.
stand. There's many things that I can't stand about this woman. It's her voice, the things that she says, the way that she says them, and her stupid ass fucking lips. Like I can't stand it. It's like she took the Botox injections, and then on top of that got that lip gloss that like irritates your skin to make it all poofy, and then took like red lipstick and just like fucking clown makeup herself. Like, dude, chill.
Your surroundings and
looking up, knowing that God is directly above us and he's not far away in some endless at the end of some endless galaxy. He's so much nearer. And that's another thing that Christians say is that, well, you're being a bit
Steve, I'm gonna have to go with what Cody said. If you're not showing your footprints on the ground, then you're not leaving any, and you're not actually in the woods. You're in a studio.
thinking that God is much nearer. You question my relationship with God? Not at all.
Why can't you just point the camera down and prove that you're making footprints? Like, why can't you point the camera in front of you to prove that you're in the woods? Like, you're obviously lying. You're obviously not where you say you are because you're not doing these simple things. Why aren't you? There's many things that you're not doing that leads me to think that this entire video is fake, Steve. So, sorry. Her red lips are the rimming from rimming Jesus.
At all. What we just say is that understanding
I really
God
shouldn't have eaten that whole gummy. Yes, you should.
makes the Bible come alive in so many ways. These things then come is that with this TFE, the final experiment, what's been happening is that I believe that we're seeing fulfilled where God says there are going to be signs and wonders in the heavens and the earth that are going to deceive.
Where's the footprint, Steve?
Even the elect, if that were possible. And the key phrase there is going to deceive the elect, if that were possible.
Like, why is it? He picked the lowest resolution pictures that he possibly could have. He just searched, like, Google image search, and then just like right click save image on the thumbnail instead of opening the actual fucking picture.
And that's where we come in.
There's a Rubik's zooted.
We don't save anybody.
But now
God
I want to be
saves.
zooted.
But Ezekiel's commission is to, God says to Ezekiel, I'm going to give you the words.
Oh my God, dude.
And people don't, if you, their blood is not on my head. But it's the same calling. Go out.
Skin. I don't mean naturally fit skin. Watchmen, you
Do you guys want to watch this?
if you have thick skin. I don't mean naturally thick skin. I mean,
Yo, Sleepy Emma for €5 says, raise your glasses and coffee mugs and teacups to the Drunk Debunk show. Actually, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Give me a sec. How long has it been? It's been almost 2 hours. Let's go. I'll be right back. All right, guys. A toast has been called for €5. Shall we? Oops. No. Bloop. All right, guys. Raise your glasses, your coffee mugs, and teacups to the Drunk Debunk Show, where we laugh at Steve, even though he should be here for this, but he's not, because he's scared. He's scared of facing the truth. He's scared of the inevitability of there no being heaven. Cheers. Oh. Let the truth be known with whiskey and wisdom will carry on at the Drunk Debunk Show. Oh. Why am I being so bothered by fucking vodka? Woo! All right. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Cheers, guys. Appreciate it, Emma. The fact I could feel the gummies FX within 10 minutes should say enough about how I'm feeling 5 hours later. Zooted. I love it. No, don't drink, Cody. You're not drinking shit. Drink your coffee. All right, let's move on.
Thick skin, like you don't get easily ruffled. You don't get easily offended. Now, here's the thing. You might not start out with thick skin.
One more? I just drank the last of my wife's vodka. I don't have any more. And now I have to replace her vodka before she finds out it's gone.
But you're going to have to develop it. If you're going to be a watchman, you cannot be concerned with what people think.
Oh, zero sugar?
I would prefer that you
Red
hear my
Bull?
warning.
All right, that's fine.
I would prefer that you
that.
respond when I blow the trumpet. But if you don't, it's not on me. I do not take it personally because it's not my voice I'm trumpeting. It is the voice of the Lord warning his people. Remember what Ezekiel said. The Lord said, warn them for me. He didn't say, warn them like, you know, if you feel...
Okay. Heavens declare the glory of the risen Lord. So, Lucifer, who is our...
Okay.
Is that...
Oh, evil clowns!
The whole raison d'etre of Lucifer is that people don't turn to God. They turn to themselves, they turn inwards, and they look for other means of salvation. So, basically...
Tequila is next week after the vodka. So, more smacks from Jess. Holy shit. It was from one of the ones I am giving to Emma. Nice. Warned her to start with a half a gummy. Are you sped up on her, or does she just talk like that? It's at 1.5 speed. The Sober Debunk Show? No. So the reason why I called it the Drunk Debunk Show was because I didn't think it was going to be successful in the least bit. B, because I only did it on Friday nights, where I would get drunk and debunk ghost videos. So like during the week, I mean, come on, I gotta work.
Heavens and the earth have been painted for us by Lucifer.
The Ran Out of Booze Debunk Show, yeah.
Through his agents like NASA.
You didn't take it up then, Foxworth.
In the meantime, they are images that inspire, educate, and sometimes just make us say, wow.
Yeah.
Over the years, NASA has given us spectacular photos and renderings that reveal a colorful and mysterious universe.
No doubt. And now Chris Martinez is introducing us to two of the artists behind some of the most iconic space art in the galaxy.
If you're dumb enough to not understand where space art comes from, then you have no place to be speaking of it.
In a small, bright office, working side by side.
Let's see.
Robert Hurt.
I don't know if I can actually play this.
Artist Tim, once a Hollywood animator, is now a Planet illustrator. Once a Hollywood animator is now a Planet illustrator.
So
together, they produce some of NASA's most popular images.
I don't know if I can play this. Is this copyright? Like, Steve, you're gonna get me in trouble here.
Powerful telescopes.
And this is sort of how it comes to me. And then
Many of those images have a dark, grainy start, but color and light reveal an astonishing glimpse of how the deepest regions of space might appear to the human eye. How the deepest regions of space
Dude,
like, to the human eye.
What I'm trying to do is show people sort of the broader colors that the universe has to offer.
It's a delicate blend of imagination and data.
Imagination and what? And what?
It's a delicate blend of imagination and data.
I'm glad you played that twice, Steve, because twice you just showed how stupid you are.
The artists meet with NASA scientists over many drafts to ensure a planet or galaxy's look lines up with the research.
Oh, you mean there's research that goes into these?
Make each one as accurate as possible.
I love the challenge. It's kind of like a puzzle to me.
I've seen a painting of my local pub equals my local pub is fake.
Of trying to create something that looks really cool within the restrictions that were given by the sun.
Oh, guys, look who it is. Look who it is. Yo, let's go. All right, let me get this up. I know for a fact you're going to want to jump in. I know for a fact. There's no way that you're going to be like, oh, no, I'm not going to go in there. All right, I'm going to send you a Zoom link. There we go. I got the camera plugged in. Let's let it calibrate. Beautiful. It's calibrated. Let's go to new meeting. All right. We're actually just going to go with my regular video. There you go. So you can see my green screen and how fake everything is. All right, let's see participants. Copy invite link. All right. All right, flat. All right, Fipe. This is for Fipe. I'm not letting anybody in other than Fipe, just letting you know. So there you go. Click on the link and join me. We can have a little chat. Fipe.
Scientists trying to create something that looks really cool within the restrictions that were given by the scientists.
It can take days, even weeks, to produce just a single image. The dazzling final results, enough to keep us all dreaming of the final frontier for years to come.
Okay, I don't know. I'm not gonna risk getting copyright strike.
Planets.
What the fuck is that? look at the watermark.
Hello there.
Holy shit, you couldn't even get rid of the watermark, Steve. Come on now.
Christians have got
okay, blah blah blah.
10.
Okay, I don't know if this is. I'm not going to risk it.
Deeply, God's house has been invaded by.
Okay.
Lucifer's assistant. He heads up Answers in Genesis. Spinning ball Earth is not God's creation. This is Luciferian art. Which also brings us to Danny Faulkner, who is an astrophysicist, and he heads up Answers in Genesis. And here we see him in an interview with Will Duffy, and alongside Danny Faulkner, he has his sidekick Rob Webb, who was a NASA employee for many, many years. We'll look at the video in a second, but it's guys, you just need to understand that Danny Faulkner is, of course, going to be supporting Will Duffy, because Will Duffy's return from the ice and saying he's captured the 24-hour sun means that this validates Danny Faulkner's spinning ball Earth business, because his creation museum and the planetarium, it earns millions and millions of dollars a year for Answers in Genesis. And of course, Danny Faulkner is going to have nothing to do with any questioning of Will Duffy and the TFE team that came back from the ice claiming they'd captured the 24-hour sun. And here they are interviewing Will Duffy after his return, his triumphant return from the ice.
It was pretty damn triumphant, whether you believe it or not.
The final experiment.
And for those that are wondering, you had a whole live stream. Can you point people to that live stream if they want to watch some of those reactions?
Yeah, so our channel is on YouTube. It's called The Final Experiment. And if you go to the live tab on our channel, a lot of people miss this because they just go to the videos tab. If you go to the live tab, we have a video called It's Midnight in Antarctica. It's our most watched video by far on our channel. And people can watch that historic live stream that we did at midnight in Antarctica. Obviously, I can't interact with these comments if this was pre-recorded. Steve from England, hey. To them, on their model, the sun should have been on the other side of the world. Think about a flat disc over around, Australia, but it was just boom, right there with us. And so, yeah, it was a pretty special time.
So what we've just seen is Will Duffy explaining how the sun circuited Antarctica for 24 hours. And, in the video, we can see quite clearly what he was saying was that there wouldn't be any sun in Australia.
To them, on their model, the sun should have been on the other side of the world. Think about a flat disc over around, Australia, but it was just boom, right there with us. And so, yeah, it was a pretty special time.
But now, look at this next series of shots that I've taken from all over the world. It was really simple to undo Will Duffy's position and Danny Faulkner's position. I simply typed in sunset, sunrise, 15th of December, 2024, and up came all of these videos showing where the sun was out all over the world. And yet, here is...
Okay. I bet that these videos weren't actually taken in that time frame, and or they were uploaded in that time frame, I bet you, actually, you know what? Let's see if he actually links those videos. Oh. Huh. I'm very surprised. He didn't link any of those videos.
Will Duffy saying that the sun circuited Antarctica.
To them, on their model, the sun should have been on the other side of the world. Think about a flat disc over time.
Oh my God.
I mean, guys, just watch this series of videos and then just ask yourself some really serious questions. Did they catch the 24-hour sun in Antarctica?
Oh, here we go. Oh. All right. Oh, okay. All right. That's fair enough. What is he trying to prove? What does he think that this proves? What does he think that this proves? I don't get it. Like, it sets and rises all over the earth except for the north pole, or the north celestial pole, and the where it does, and then the South Pole, right, and Antarctica. Everywhere else, it would rise and set. Like, I don't understand what he's trying to get at here. And like, these are just random fucking pictures. Like what are you getting
Severe
at?
heat wave and extreme fire dangers to impact much of the country over the coming days. We can really see that here.
This is so what Duffy said was, if the flat Earth model were true, which is the Gleason map, if the Gleason map model were true, then Australia wouldn't see daylight at all, or like for half the day, or whatever he said. But now he's saying that, and now he's trying to prove that there was like, he just doesn't understand what people are saying, which makes me not understand what he's saying. Like, it's a mind fuck.
Heat wave product. So we define a heat wave as where 3 consecutive days of where both the maximum and minimum temperatures are well above average.
Maybe that's what he's thinking about.
Streaming across large parts of the country with severe to extreme heat waves across much of northern Australia.
Okay, we don't need a whole weather report. Like, yeah, this is Australia, right? Tasmania, Australia. We wouldn't even see the sun in the UK if it was circling Antarctica for 24 hours. Okay, so that is what he's saying. He's saying because the sun only lives in Antarctica for 24 hours, nobody else should see sun. Okay, I get it now. But it's still so stupid. Steve, you need to understand the globe model before you start making statements like this, because it doesn't help you look intelligent. Okay? You look stupid. Steve. All right, we get it. Like, we don't need so fucking much of this.
Danny Faulkner, if you're watching this, surely you understand the intellectual paucity of your position. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Hope no one's scared of clowns.
People like Danny Faulkner and Rob Webb and all the other creation teams that promote the spinning ball, they are way off the mark, and they're so deceived and so deluded, and in the process they're deceiving millions and leading millions of people astray. What this raises is the reality that Church Universal just needs to wake up. Church Universal needs to wake up to the deep deceits that are going on in this world.
The astonishing diversity and beauty we find. Though marred by the curse, the universe still exhibits the handiwork of the Lord. By learning more about the intricacies...
This is the handiwork of Lucifer.
...of the celestial realm, we gain an infinitesimal glimpse into the infinite mind of God.
No, we don't. We gain a glimpse into the deceiving nature of our artful enemy who never sleeps, just like the 24-hour sun in Antarctica in December.
One extraordinary aspect of creation is the incredible range of...
Does he realize this is proof of a globe Earth? No, he doesn't. He thinks that this is proof of a flat Earth.
sizes and distances we observe.
Okay, maybe I'll flat infinite plane Earth. This is your formal invite to click on that link and join me in Zoom. Okay. Do you know how to click links? No. All right then.
The International Space Station orbits approximately 200 miles above.
Serpent Queen NASA has beguiled you with her wondrous imagery.
The surface of the Earth. This is far
Steve,
higher than
come
any
on.
aircraft, and yet it really isn't very far into space. The Earth itself is nearly 8,000 miles in diameter, and yet the expanse beyond extends to distances that we cannot truly comprehend. The space station and other man-made satellites represent only the surface of a celestial ocean.
You can think about it however you want. Like, I think of it as the more we discover, the greater God's power, right? That's how I think of it. The what is common sense and fact. How you want to interpret that is fine. Whatever. I don't care. But the fact of the matter is that we live on a globe.
The Apollo astronauts traversed a much greater distance.
Have a good night, Cody.
Traveling at the speed of a bullet. They took
Links are
3
too hard
days to reach the moon.
CGI planets, CGI distant galaxies, none of which God created.
Hold on. Did I send this to my sister? Wait, what is this? Who is this? Oh shit. I got a $5 donation. Thank you. I don't know if I'm allowed to say your actual name. But thank you so much for the $5 donation. I was like, wait, what is this trying to say to me right now? Anywho, did I send this to my sister? No, I didn't. It's literally what I was gonna send. What I was gonna show was an image taken over 7 days or 7 nights or 5 nights or something of like Galaxy M33 or whatever, and it is so detailed and beautiful. But I didn't save it.
They're all pretty little pictures.
Yo, Zach Ryan.
On their walls. And what they're doing is they're totally ignoring one of the commandments. In Exodus 20, God tells us clearly that we are not to make graven images of the heavens or of the earth or anything under the earth.
It doesn't matter what the Bible says. It does not matter what the Bible says. Steve, it does not matter what the Bible says. Do you hear me? I even echoed it, so you hear it multiple times. Steve, come here. It does not matter what the Bible says. Okay? All right. I'm glad we got that through your thick little brain.
Second one is thou shalt not make thee any graven image. Any
blah 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 blah. Like, I don't need to hear it 4 times.
We're surrounded by CGI imagery, and God knew that we.
And that's what I thought. That's what I thought, Cuppy. Like, I was like, I knew what it was.
We're going to be deceived by these things, which is why He tells us in Exodus we're not to make these graven images.
All right. Well, DC is drunk now because of how much he's misquoted the Bible. I don't know if this. Oh my God! I don't know if this is like, dude.
Bit of poetry.
Don't be getting me in trouble here, Steve.
Everything on this earth, in the heavens and the earth, everything, my friend, is spiritual. Everything.
Oh, does it matter what the Bible says? Tim Hunter, look here. It doesn't matter what the Bible says, Tim Hunter. All right. I'm glad we got that out of the way.
All of these things
what's up,
go
Brenda?
through the mind of a biblical cosmologist who's been called to stand at the wall and proclaim God's true creation and warn people against deception. So this brings us on to the final experiment and what's going on with the final experiment.
Yes, tell us what's going on.
The first thing I want to say is that the word itself, the final experiment, it doesn't mean anything. What Will Duffy has done, very cleverly, although it's not that clever really, it's just an age-old trick, he's using particular vocabulary in a certain way to make out that this is the final experiment. And again, thanks to Vance Packard. Morning.
So he picked the final experiment because it was fucking catchy. Like, it was catchy, right? Oh, it's the final experiment. It's to create interest and intrigue, right? And now Will Duffy is putting out the Final Experiments series, where they're actually going over all the experiments that were done in Antarctica while they were down there. Maybe you should check that out. Which he actually did check out, but he uses that, I'm just going to stay in here with my tub, with my Gleason mat blanket. Did you get your Gleason mat blanket from Steve Alonso, dude? Steve and Creepy Clowns, you're killing me, dude. Sorry, I didn't do it. Hi, hello, Zerusto. And two, because they use it wrongly, so it's our job to teach them correctly. That's why I was speaking with Nico. I said if he isn't willing to use the Bible to defend the Bible, he is reading the Bible wrong, and he will lose the debate. Fair enough. The Kibble says, great Kraken made it all, and Jesus was a fish.
Thanks to Vance Packard and his book, The Hidden Persuaders, he writes about Will Duffy's ploy very clearly, and what he says is, in order to win an argument, if you're the opening speaker and you're in opposition to somebody and you want to win the argument, you preempt the vocabulary in order to attain the moral, political, philosophical or spiritual high ground.
Welcome to the Final Experiments. The Final Experiments are a preponderance of evidence against Flat Earth. And the final experiments all confirm the globe.
So basically, you choose your words carefully as you're in your opening gambit, and if you choose...
It was an intro. It was an intro.
The right words. The aim is to shut the mouth of your opponent and cut him off.
Who was he? Who was his opponent? He was making an intro to a video he was making by himself. Steve. Oh. God damn it, Steve.
At the pass. So your opening gambit is, this is the final experiment. And so the person then replies, if they don't know this trick, they fall under the spell of it actually being the final experiment.
The final experiments are a preponderance of evidence against Flat Earth. Mm-hmm. And the final experiments all confirm the globe.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, no, Will Duffy, we don't fall under your spell. This is not the final experiment because independent...
No, it's not the final experiment. he added an S and a conglomerate of experiments. Right? So, like, you're again not listening to the words that are being spoken. Just like that seems to be a pattern here. Yet, Steve, you're advertising this. You're advertising your inability to comprehend what's being told to you. This is why you're a laughingstock, Steve.
Independent of your shenanigans on the ice, independent of all of that, your Ball Earth dogma and your Ball Earth philosophy has been debunked in so many different areas, even before the final experiments. The video trickery of NASA is well known.
I don't know. We're gonna have to.
Oh, this is okay. So this actually made me so mad. All of these videos have already been debunked, and on top of that, the person I don't know whose video this is, but I don't know if it's like Taboo Conspiracy or something, but like the people narrating it, I just want to fucking punch them right in the fucking throat, dude. They are so fucking irritating, and I am not responsible for any damage done to your bridge of your nose, black eyes, or skull fractures. Okay, so watch with care.
This guy's doing a flip right here, and the guy next to him just reaches up and grabs a harness that's right on his hip.
I gotta pause it real quick. I'm gonna pause it because the funniest part to me, well, there's several funny parts, by the way. But the lady in the background with the hair, it's like, did someone not think that like we've got to make her hair look like that, right? It's got to be standing up, dude. It's hard as a rock. It's not moving. You know, it's like this is somebody. We must be in space. Look at her hair. Like obviously, there's this thing called hairspray. Yeah. So anyway, I just think.
So what about what they're blatantly looking over? Okay, is their clothes. Incredible. Like, how can you fabricate the clothes floating off of their bodies? Look at the wrinkles in their shirts, the wrinkles in their pants. Like their clothes are just like not even hanging on them. They're just floating. How do you explain that? And like, okay, some dude, it looks like there was a harness on him, right? I don't know the explanation for that. It doesn't fucking matter what the explanation is for that. Everybody else is floating around, and so is that guy. Like, I know that this video has been debunked. I just forget what that is, but there's clearly zero gravity where they are. Like, I don't care about the hair. Look at this shirt.
Dude, unfortunately, but
we'll post it somewhere.
And then this guy, because he has this thing that's coming off of his back, that means that he's on a harness.
Yeah, we'll post it somewhere, and you'll see exactly what.
Like that doesn't. There's no harness here. Like, he's literally floating with no gravity. Like, oh my god! It just this part drives me fucking bonkers. Okay, all right.
Back and forth.
Jesus
Is this guy doing it?
Oh,
it makes no sense.
This right here, this is due to the wrinkles in his shirt. Okay, that's all it is. There's no harness. It's the wrinkles in his shirt.
They're all wearing belts. Yeah. Well, here goes this guy doing it.
Oh yeah, they're all wearing belts.
Backflip.
Yeah. That's
gravity just like gravity goes away.
No,
that's found a pocket.
Gravity goes away.
Gravity goes away. Yeah. Dude, his shirt is floating off of his fucking body. Like, what do you mean gravity goes away?
Or he got caught up in that harness he's wearing. Here comes.
Oh, and this is the classic. Oh, look, they're using a blue screen. They're using a blue screen. What fucking blue screen? Can you show me, guys? Can you do me a favor? I'm gonna pull this over here. Can you show me where the lines? Oh, whoops. Can you show me where the lines are on my green screen? Are there lines on my green screen? Is that how chroma key works? Is it there's lines on it? Is it? Because it's not. It's fucking not. These lines are for measurement. They're for measurement, and he's moving a ball around in no gravity, right? You can clearly see that he's moving a ball around in no gravity.
Holy hell!
Right? And there's a whole explanation of this, right? I think, was it Simon Dan or was it Dave McKeegan that debunked this whole claim that that's a fucking blue screen, right? It is it's just so mind blowing. And then watch, they're like, oh, this is what he was actually. Like, there's a green ball. There's a green ball. This is for measurement. He's playing with a green ball.
With a green tennis ball in front of a blue screen.
Right. Clearly, I mean, it's not even.
And then they're like, oh, here's a clip of what it actually is. There's a water droplet.
Yep. Wow.
This guy just disappeared.
Like, this is the misinformation that sells it to people, right? This is these tiny little clips of not understanding what you're looking at is being completely warped from reality and displayed in this tone, in this context. This is what sells it to young people, right? I think that might be why it pisses me off so much. Like, because they want it to be fake so bad. And like for Steve to put this in his own video, that just shows his dishonesty. It's so disgusting. Where on earth can you have a stage where things don't obey gravity? Yeah, it only affects some things, according to them. It only affects some things, not everything. When you're wait until the first learn that NASA experiments with bubbles in space. Yeah, no shit. but it's blue screen and green screen. People with little knowledge or discernment are fooled by this stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Disappears like, oh, yeah, makes sense.
Like, what is the issue here? Like, I don't understand what the issue is here.
And this guy,
the ones where they're doing the, he's hanging his shirt, like you can see, like.
Oh, this is the one where it's the crease in his shirt, dude. There's not a harness.
It's not even good.
You can clearly see the.
Like, you can draw lines on it all you want. That doesn't make it what you want it to be. Why do we not see the Twitch chat on your screen? Oops. Because that's just the YouTube that I didn't. That's not the restream chat. I'll fix it for next time. I don't have the patience to do it. I'm getting pissed off.
The hardest. It's like if you take your hands right now, like God. we're gonna cut your hair pretty short, and we're just gonna put some mousse
right,
in it.
And then have this
to make sure.
Okay, look at her clothes. Like, how can you fake that on Earth? Like, that's what drives me nuts. You know, do you remember the when Flat Earth Dave did this with his wife, where his wife was sitting in front of a green screen, and like he was wearing a green screen outfit, which was so fucking hilarious, by the way. I'm gonna pull that up for the next stream. He looks like such a dweeb. It is so funny. Anywho, you can like she has her hair down, or not her hair down. She has like in a ponytail or a braid or whatever, and it's just resting on her back. And her clothes are clearly on her body. Like when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's not in space. Like that's clearly not in space. Nothing on her is floating around, right? And then you see like these objects starting to come in to view, and then you find out, oh, it was all green screen and faked. Not very convincing. Convincing to a fucking idiot, yeah, but not to the normal person. My favorite bit that proves they were in space was the interview back on Earth where this astronaut drops the pen, then looks around for it. Oh, that's good. I like that. Twitch is here. Is this quiet? Yeah. Is I don't even know how many viewers I have watching me on either platform. I turn those numbers off because I don't really need to know.
Like we're gonna cut your hair pretty short, and we're just gonna put some mousse in it.
And then have this
to make sure it looks like it's standing up.
This Apple thing, this plush doll is gonna magically appear.
Yeah, it's called in post. They did a whole thing on how they did this.
Like where's it coming from?
It's coming from post production. It was there the whole time.
Is it is it teleporting? What's going on?
And then oh my God.
Here.
You know what? I'm not even going to make any statements until the end of this because I just can't.
And
here's my man falling down.
Here's my guy right here, man. Oh, he a little drunk. Oh,
hey, they told me that way.
There's 180 pounds of shit on their backs. 180 pounds weight on Earth, however, but 1/6 of that weight is on the astronaut's back on the moon. And they're in this big chunky spacesuit. Like, you think it's going to be easy to walk around in that thing?
Edward 40.
No.
Oh, I wish everybody could see this. Jeez. That dude looked like Edward 40 hands over there, man.
And there's more.
No, I gotta rewind back to that because again, these guys are like on the ground. These suits are not. I don't know what.
Like the way that they're falling proves that it's not on Earth. Like I don't understand how these people are thinking that this is proving anything other than the fact that they went to the moon. Yeah, and they're not used to this gravity.
They're made of. Like, I'm not an astronaut.
In the video, they look like tinfoil.
Like, I think that was really cool recovery. Like, bounce, knees up. That was good. You couldn't do that on the Earth.
Can't be that. That's what I'm saying. They can't be that durable.
Yeah.
They can't be that durable. Oh, okay. They weren't designed to be durable, guys. They were designed to be incredibly fragile so that if they would rip easy and break, so they would kill you immediately. Right. It wasn't it wasn't one bit, you know, it wasn't one bit durable. Nope.
You know, and this dude's out here like falling around.
I work with Blender and Unity, and
like you can't think of, like, no one can be stupider than these people. Prove me wrong.
Working with special effects software, Photoshop, for quite a while now. And when I saw this video, I realized it became instantly clear how they do it. And it's just video game technology. Now, if you're part of the Geek Squad or the techie crowd, well, if
you're part of the Geek Squad or the techie crowd. Sorry, the Geek Squad isn't techie one bit, you dumb fuck.
you already know about this technology. And so
Fragile must be Italian. Fragile.
to the video that caught my attention, and you will see the same thing.
I'm sorry this is so quiet.
You see to the right, this guy's flipping this hat. This hat's actually on another video channel in 3D space. It's virtual reality.
Virtual reality. Oh, okay. Virtual reality was this good back when this was taken. Oh, okay.
Augmented contact lenses.
Augmented contact lenses, guys. Augmented contact lenses. So what he's saying is that what they're actually seeing is augmented reality. So they see what the virtual reality that we're seeing on the video is the same thing, right? Because it's augmented reality with their augmented reality contact lenses.
So that they can interact with these 3D objects. Now, in this scene, the guy on the left in the green shirt, he thinks...
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing here, but it's kind of weird. But it's not because he's seeing something there.
He sees an object in 3D space that's being broadcast to him, so he grabs it and he puts it off to the side.
I mean, it could just be something. It could just be something really small that we don't see that he's moving. Like just because we don't see it in his hand doesn't mean he's not holding anything. Oh, okay. I just had a brain spasm.
An object rotating in front of him, but the video channel is down that is supposed to show the viewers what we're supposed to see. And so we don't actually get to see the object that he has seen. And I would just sum this up as
I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. I can't. Oh, and then sadly only one thing is infinite, and it's stupidity. Oh, you have an original leg lamp for your PC on your PC desk? Yo, let's go. God damn it. All right, now we're gonna go into more body language shit, which you probably already. I already went through this once today, guys. Like, this is actual torture.
And many other people in many places have speculated on the meaning of this.
Is it too? This is way too quiet.
Would each of you give us your estimate of what is the meaning of this to all of us?
Like I can't turn it up anymore.
Well, I believe that.
Yeah, since we're studying body language.
Many of us and
testing
people in many places have speculated on the meaning of this first landing on another body.
I can't turn it up anymore, guys.
Would each of you give us your estimate of what is the meaning of this to all of us?
So McToon, you had all the time in the world to say, and we got the 24-hour sun. Bang! It's in the bag, boys. None of you have demonstrated any genuineness about it at all, guys.
Like this whole video is just me adjusting audio levels. Like, come on, Steve. Like, it's not that hard to set your audio levels to be the same the whole video.
The fact
that volume is fine. Toxic. That's because I'm constantly moving the slider up and down, and moving the slider on OBS up and down, and changing the volume of my mic up and down. It's only fine because I'm making it fine. But I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Toxic Revenger. I shouldn't have been a dick like that. I'm sorry.
Robert Simon, who's the NASA artist who created the blue marble, he's admitted that blue marble was CGI. And all the Ball Earth images are all CGI.
No, he didn't. He didn't say. That is a lie. He didn't say that all Earth images are fake. He did not say that. Not once.
There's no proper.
That's a lie. That's a flat out lie, Steve. Like all the other lies were like omission, misunderstandings. That was a lie, Steve.
Photograph of a spinning ball Earth.
Note Obama's words very carefully because Obama didn't say exactly what Steve wanted him to say, therefore fake.
No, I don't want to.
Fuck.
I don't want to fool you here.
Like, what is a snapshot? Guys, in chat, tell me what a snapshot is. Is it a picture? Is it a photograph? Is it an image? Is it what is a snapshot? A snapshot is something like a snapshot, right? Snapshot. It's literally a picture taken with a camera. Like I don't understand how snapshot isn't a valid word to use for a picture.
Last month, for the first time since 1972, NASA released a blue marble, a single snapshot of the Earth taken from outer space. And so much has changed in the decades between that first picture and the second. Borders have shifted, generations have come and gone. Our global population has nearly doubled.
I don't know if this is like, is this?
In 2002, Blue Marble 2.0, NASA's Rob Simon made this. And it had wide appeal too. For example, it ended up as the default background on the iPhone.
I didn't even know until I bought an iPhone and turned it on and kind of did a little happy dance.
Simon's job is...
It's primarily taking data and making pictures out of it.
Taking what? Taking data? Oh, so the image is based off of factual data, readable data that these people know how to interpret. So data.
That's what this is, a composite of data sets from several different instruments translated into a picture.
To us, the really cool thing was the data set. Up until that point, there was no realistic color map of the globe anywhere.
So the land layer here comes from
the Moderate Resolution Imaging Spectroradiometer aboard Terra.
And the tricky part here was the weather.
So we actually had to take clouds out.
They stashed the clouds for later, went onto the ocean. That came from an instrument that measures phytoplankton in the sea.
Where it was low, I colored it dark blue because they're low mostly in mid-oceans. And then where it's a little bit higher, it was like a little bit brighter green.
Then add the clouds back in.
Skip this for the love of God. Even when I thought the earth was flat, I thought this was stupid. Ronnie, you're a reformed flat earther? Congratulations for not being so stupid. Congratulations to being smart. Actually, this explanation is good.
There's a small problem with it because there's a very slight gap in between each orbit.
So some of those are...
Oh. Hold on, Steve. Let me get an actual pointer. Cost me $130 for this arrow. There's what you want to see. Oh, there's a gap in the data. There's a gap in the data because of how the satellites were moving and gathering data. Okay. So Steve, if this is an issue, if having these gaps in the data is an issue, why don't you go ahead and show us how this would be not an issue on the flat Earth? Since you think it's an issue for the globe Earth, why don't you explain to us how this is an issue how this isn't an issue for the flat Earth? If you could do that for me, that would be so cool.
Are painted on.
It is photoshopped, but it's has to be.
Then
there was another layer to sort of simulate the atmosphere.
And then there's this little bright spot.
It's called the specular highlight. So it's the reflection of sunlight off of water.
Those are the pieces, but you can't just slap them all together.
It just didn't look realistic. It looks kind of flat, or the clouds are sort of too see-through. So I just hit Command Z a lot.
There's artistry to creating the world.
What I imagine it to be. Unfortunately, I'm not an astronaut. I've never been to space. Oh
my God, dude, we get it.
Of it. It is photoshopped, but it's has to be. It is photoshopped, but it's has to be.
Because it's data. It is image from data. Like, how is this difficult to understand? Like, just because, like, this isn't... Oh. There's 20 minutes left of this, guys.
And then we have the mathematics, conventionally accepted.
Oh, shut the fuck up about mathematics, Steve. You don't know shit about mathematics.
Curvature mathematics.
Yes, the curvature mathematics.
Accepted curvature mathematics.
Oh my god! And then he goes on to like, can I cut the bullshit? Like this is what he goes into. He goes into, oh, we see too far. Oh, we shouldn't see as far as we do, or else because the Earth is flat.
And you go down to the coast with a telescope and a calculator, and you focus on islands and on buildings that should supposedly be hidden by an enormous wall of water because of Earth's curvature.
and then he plays videos of like the Chicago skyline and all that kind of shit. I think that all these videos that I've been watching are all kind of mushing together. Let's see.
When you take the telescope down to the coast, you instantly see that there is no curvature.
These boats are 7 to 10 miles away, according to.
How do you know that? How does Mr. Clark Payne know how far away these boats are? Like, if you
the Earth's curve calculator, they should be buried by at least 40 feet of curve. So you tell.
Look at how fucking distorted. This is the definition of refraction. Look at this. This little bit isn't even touching anything. What is this? It's being incredibly distorted by refraction. Like, but refraction doesn't exist because it can't exist to a flat earther, right? It can't exist.
Tell me, how is it I'm seeing the very bottoms of these boats?
I just told you, and it's not the very bottom, and you don't know this is 7 miles away. Like, there's no way that you can know how far this boat is away. Absolutely no way.
No, there's more.
Unless you're on the boat, you don't know how far away offshore it is.
Hey, oh, look.
You also don't know the observer's height.
It's out of sight. 7 miles. That's my buddy's boat.
And look at how high off the ground he is. Like, oh, of course he's using 8 inches per mile squared.
3 feet off the ground, dude. This one right here, that buoy's 4 miles.
Unless the person who's filming this is 3 feet tall and he's standing in the water, then no, this isn't from 3 feet high. And look
that boat was like a mile past it. Look at it.
Oh my god. Oh god. The fact that the buoy is the same height as the boat proves that the boat is going below the curve, is going over the curve. This right here is globe evidence. This right here. A 3-foot buoy will not cover a 10-foot boat. That's not how it works. That's not how it works at all. If the Earth were flat and we were pulling in this image, the boat would still be 10 feet tall. Like that's not how this works. Jesus fuck.
How am I seeing the bottom? How? Yet another example. Here you go. This right here is only 3 miles out, okay? But I'm on the beach, okay, at 3 miles.
So you would see like 3 miles would be 3 miles is the general, like the super general distance that things would start to go over the curve from your view. But look at how.
Does anybody care to answer my question? Because I have.
I just did. You're stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid. You're loud, and you're incredibly loud with your stupidity, and your confidence is just making my blood fucking boil.
About this, like, how is it possible? That's all we really want to know. This right here, another 7 miles, and that was like 10 miles out.
10 miles out? Dude, that thing was basically on the shore. Holy shit. Steve, look at me. Look at me. You putting that into your video makes you a liar, Steve. All of that was misunderstandings and clickbait, and you fell for it, Steve. You fell for it because you're so desperate You're so desperate for the globe to be wrong. This is the length that you will go to. It is disgusting. Have some fucking integrity. Moving on.
And then we've got Neil deGrasse Tyson, who he had to go on a damage limitation exercise. And in 2014, I think it was 2012, when Felix Baumgartner did the highest jump in the world at 128,000 feet. All the exterior cameras, they used GoPro cameras. The internal camera was a standard 90-degree camera. When it looked out through the opening,
that boat was 20 miles.
The horizon was dead flat, and this caused a massive stir.
Oh my god,
so in 2014,
dude! The
Neil
audio
deGrasse Tyson
levels
wheeled out, and he had to.
How do you fuck that up? Sorry.
Well, he admitted that 128,000 feet, it's flat.
Size, the International Space Station would be orbiting about a half an inch above the surface. And that dude who jumped out of a perfectly good balloon, what's his name? Felix!
Oh my God.
Felix Baumgartner, he would have been about 2 millimeters above the surface of this globe. That's his edge of space jump. Now, you know, I don't. It's fine. He wants to. I don't have a problem if he does it, but the honesty of it would greatly diminish what I think people thought he was actually doing. And not only that, they made sure to photograph him standing there with a really wide-angle lens, which curves horizontal lines. So in the photo, you see this curvature of Earth's.
They love him. They love him so much. They think that that him and Bill Nye are our Papa Glurfs. You know. Not once has anybody defending the globe mentioned Neil deGrasse Tyson. Like, sorry, nope, didn't happen, never happened.
Wow, he's in space. Look at that. No, he's not. At that height, you don't see the curvature of the Earth if you are 2 millimeters above this beach ball. You just don't. That stuff is flat. That stuff is flat.
Oh my God.
That stuff is flat.
He has no idea the damage he just did.
So that immediately debunks all the claims by all the people who say, well, I've been up in a plane, I've seen the curve for myself.
Nobody has ever said they see the curve horizontally from a plane. Nobody has ever said that. You said that. You made that up, Steve. You said that. You made that up. Nope. No one ever said it. What you can see, however, is the drop going away from you, because the horizon does not rise to eye level as it would on a flat Earth. If you get on a plane and take the little theodolite app, you'll see that you know, you see the drop away from you. Like, that's what you see. You dummy.
A high mountain, I've seen the curve myself. No, you haven't, my friend. And if you care for truth, and if you want to come on this walk, this journey,
yeah, exactly,
discovering the true shape of the Earth, why not begin by going?
A lot of people say they can say it. Well, I've been in a plane and I didn't see it.
The coast,
but you can definitely see the curve away from you.
Calculator with a telescope and with conventional Earth curvature mathematics, it's dead simple. And see for yourself. But so many people don't want to do that.
That's been from my side as well as from your side. And it's a shame that we have to say sides, but we'll just wait and see. All right.
It's sides because your side makes it so, and the dumb as well.
Okay.
Thank you for coming on,
Another
Stephen. I want to
7.
arrange a chat
That's
between
like
you and
10 minutes
Dave
out.
About the more specifics.
I'm gonna raise your glasses and coffee mugs and teacups to the Ran Out of Booze Debunk show. And hit the like button. Oh yeah, guys, hit the like button. I haven't done any housekeeping at all, actually. Subscribe. Hit the like button. At 2,000 subs, I'll do a uncapped membership drive. All I see when I'm on a plane is the back of my eyes. I try to sleep the whole time.
What's that? Sorry.
I'll arrange a chat between you and Dave about the other things that you want to talk about.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. That's fine, because I'll tell you what I'd like to do, and we won't get into it now, but I would like, if there's not a big enough golf, I'd like to invite Dave down to the coast with a telescope and a calculator and some Earth curvature mathematics, and we can film that. Yeah. Would you be up for that, Dave?
I've no idea, mate. I'm a fair way from the south coast.
Yeah, but whatever coast.
Not even worth your time. Not even worth your time. a telescope, and a calculator.
Just one thing.
And flat Earth math. He's in flat Earth math, so he can do flat Earth math. Like, please tell the class what that math is, what that math consists of, please.
I could say that I would really like is that if you could contact Will and apologize for calling him a liar, I think that would be a nice thing to do.
Okay.
Well, what does God's word say? I didn't really know all the Bible verses at that point, but then I read a couple and I thought, yeah, that starts to make sense. And the next thing was, well, physically, these people are saying, go down to the coast. So, we're not to be armchair critics. We get up out of our armchairs and we carry out these exercises and these experiments for ourselves. And so I did.
Yeah, why am I here, Dave? Oh my God. I definitely can't play this. Dude, those boats are so close. Those are barely a couple miles out. Like, come on, dude. Come on. Like, you can't zoom in on something. Look at how high. Oh my God. Like, these people don't understand that, like, 1 foot of height difference makes a huge difference in how far you can see on a curve. I can't play the audio to this because, like, it is definitely 100% copywritten. Like, it is a boat clearly obscure. Okay, so someone tell me what boat is shaped like this? Can someone tell me what kind of boat is shaped like that? I'll tell you, 0 boats. 0. That is, like, look at the engine. It's all wibbly wobbly. Like, come on, man. 20 miles out. Keep dreaming. Keep dreaming. How do you even measure that? How do you know? Unless you're on the boat or talk to the people on the boat. Hey, how far did you go out? Well, I took this fucking picture of you.
And
oh
I
my
could see
God,
there was no
it's so
curvature,
good.
But it was all a myth. It was all a lie. I've been brainwashed from school up.
Yo, thanks for linking the my merch store.
Junior school, we presented with a spinning ball Earth.
Yeah, get some sick merch. You can get this sweatshirt. This sweatshirt's on my merch store. Oh, and this fake camouflage hat is also on my merch store. Also, this hat is on my merch store. I have a few other things that are on my merch store, but they're not here.
None of us are taught to think any differently.
Like, share, subscribe.
So, I came back, and that evening,
like, this is an ad, baby. This isn't education. This is ads.
I went out into the my back garden. I looked up, and I just burst into tears because.
Oh, you cried?
We're not spinning. We're held firm.
Oh.
And God is directly above us.
Is he?
And it was such a wonderful revelation. And it's just transforms my understanding of who God is, his firmness.
Is that when the schizophrenia started?
The specialness of this creation. And it's something that we want. God wants everybody to wake up to.
Am I trying to be Clown Nico? Because of the... No, actually, I put this on my merch store because I was gonna get it for like Andy, because he I put it there for Andy basically because he goes hunting. He's a hunter.
Again, please don't read me wrong, Christians watching this who are spinning ball earthers. We're not judging you, but I'm telling you that an understanding of God's creation, as outlaid in the Bible, just brings a much closer to who our God is, because we realise he is closer to us physically. He's not far away, he's above us, sat on his throne above the firmament. And it opens up God's word.
Like, you couldn't get higher resolution stock photos, really.
So many things suddenly become clear in the Bible that were hidden from us.
Yo, Meso thinks for $5. Thank you so much. Says anyone could take a whale watch. Look from the other side. Wait, look from the other side, the ocean. Oops. I don't. Do you mean that like that you if you look like at the look for the shore, you won't see it because you're out in the ocean? Is that what you mean? Nick N says Steve believes everything that matches his worldview. He needs to watch the House Hippos PSA. Ooh, the House Hippos. I gotta watch that.
You know, I'd challenge.
Yeah, God's supposed to. Well, the Holy Spirit's supposed to be everywhere.
How are you going to preach on that passage in Joshua where Joshua commands the sun to stand still? What are you going to say? How are you going to approach that as a sermon? And there's so many excuses written by apologists who are spinning ball earthers who try and twist God's word and come up with all sorts of fancy reasons how it's fable and how, you know, Joshua didn't really understand things at that time. Joshua absolutely knew God's cosmology. And
I'm a Christian and these guys do not speak for us at all. God is within us. We can't be any closer. That is until we are dead. Shake my head. Yeah, exactly, Mitchell.
His soldiers would have looked at him and said, what are you talking about?
You have a house hippo? You have a house hippo?
Ask a Christian preacher or someone who believes in a spinning ball earth. Ask them about Joshua and the sun standing still. The only way for that to have happened was for God to stop the earth from spinning. And so just type in to Google, what would happen if the earth stopped spinning?
I love how he's like, well, Google this, and this is what's fact. But if you Google, is the earth a sphere or earth a globe? But that's the answer is not true. So like, and what? So what he's talking about is that what he's getting at with this next part is that he finds it ridiculous that if the earth stopped spinning, then what would happen, right? It'd be catastrophic, obviously. But I don't understand what his point is with this next couple minutes.
It would be catastrophic.
New Zealand or France, you'd experience.
Okay, I can't possibly play this. Like, this is clearly taken. So basically what it's saying is that like the force of like the water and shit, like it would all like it would go from the equator and all move north and south because the centrifugal force wouldn't be pushing the water out anymore from the middle, which is true. And then it goes on to talk about how how if it started spinning again, then all that water would come rushing back to the equator. Like that's pretty much what it's saying. I cannot play that.
Well, guys, that's the end of part one. It's been a bit of a journey. I don't normally make videos that long, but I felt it was essential that we covered the basics first, and part two we're going to be going into more detail. So part one was, I think the main takeaway from part one was the body language experts at the beginning saying it's not one single factor that determines that deception is at work, but you look for multiple factors. And
right, but none of them showed any more factors other than just crossing their fucking arms, dude. Like Whitsitt and Jaron crossed their arms. That's it for the body language. Like that's it. That's not more than one
Hopefully,
thing.
You've seen that I've demonstrated that there are...
It's not sin, the word is seen. There's two E's there, not an I.
Hopefully, you've seen that I've demonstrated that there are a multitude of discrepancies and
yeah, I think okay. There's 7 more minutes of him just talking about stupid bullshit. He basically summarizes the whole thing. Holy shit. Okay, that was painful. That was twice I went through that today. At least I skipped through all the biblical bullshit because, like, as much of a Catholic as I am, I know bullshit when I see it, right? Especially when it comes to talking about how literally you should take the Bible. Like if you took the Bible literally, grape isn't a thing. Grapes are not a thing. Slavery is good. Slavery is a-okay. You know, there's a genocide is just fine. So no, like if you start you taking the Bible to a gunfight, like you've lost. You've absolutely lost. 100%. Oh, okay. He wants to be the new Dubé. Well, he's failing at it miserably. What I find really gross is that he has just under the amount of subs that I do. I have 1628. He has 1500. He has 1530 something. I hate that. He should, like, if you then you go to Mikey Smith, right? It's horizontally opposed. He spells opposed wrong. And oh my god, why did I think, maybe it was the views on the videos that I was looking at. Oh, he had 200. I thought that was okay. All right, that makes more sense. He has 2.5 thousand subs. All right, that actually makes sense. I thought it was a lot less than that. All right, guys, if you're not subbed, please help a brother out. Please absolutely help a brother out. I would super appreciate it. Hit the like button. We're gonna end it here. I did get in touch with a bunch of people. I'm gonna have some people on my show next week, and then I'd like to get the rotation started over with getting Phil Bell back on, and getting back on FTFE. We have Max on again. It just never ends, and I don't want it to. This is it's too much fun. However, the brain rot that you get from some of this content is like, why do we put ourselves through it? You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna end it there, guys. Oops, no, we're gonna go library playlist, and we're going to what do you want to listen to? Let's do let's get low and slow. Oh wait, MC Tune's on right now, right? Oh, we got I'm so sorry. We got Emma for €5 saying, dude, waking up at 2:30 a.m. and watching Boogergate Steve for 2 hours is tough. I need therapy now. Well, you can always just go to Sexy Tech Time with Mike over IP. That's something you can do. Is what's his face? Content, live, edit, customization, redirect, search. MC Tune is live. All right, we're gonna head over to MC Tune, because that's how we do. All right, it's time for Sexy Tech Time with Mike over IP. All right, good night, guys.
In a world of wires and screens so bright, I find romance in the pale blue light. With a digital whisper, it's plain to see I'm in love with Mike over IP.
Every beep, every ping sends my heart aflutter. Words on a screen, the softest modern technological tango. Just you and me, dancing with Mike over IP. Oh, it's a sexy tech time, through and through. Whispering sweet, like it's just me and you. In the cyber serenade, let's stay online with Mike over IP. Our love will shine.